Well, as always, I am Lauren. I'm going to be your DM, your dungeon master for the evening, trying to kill these guys. No, that's not right. We don't try to kill them. Uh, Tonight we're down a couple of people. James will probably be joining us in a little while, possibly. Brad is out for the evening, but we've got Tom 2, and Patsy with us tonight. Guys, if you want to introduce yourselves and your characters, uh, that would be fantastic.
Well, my name's Arigim. I am a rogue, the sneaky, stabby sort of guy. I also may or may not know some magic, and we'll see if I can pull my friends out of danger here.
And who else are you?
Oh yeah, also our dear friend Brad is out for the night, so I'll be playing his character Red. See, as far as I know, just another drunken dwarf.
That seems about right.
Hi, I'm the other Tom, and I am playing Aza Autumnleaf. She's a little gnome, a little tall for a gnome, actually, but she seems to be very good friends with all the animals and plants of the forest, except for perhaps the ones that we're about to meet.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
And last but not least, I am playing Galia Dehaven, a just recently revealed tiefling paladin who served the Lord of Light, Lathander. And then I also will be playing Jara's, James's character, until he arrives. And he is a barbarian fighter.
Fish guy.
Fish guy.
A water tiefling.
Oh, water tea.
They all have similar spell abilities, just like tieflings do.
Oh.
Ice resistance and good stuff.
Well, let's talk about the situation that you all find yourselves in. Because that seems to be an important thing to deal with here. First of all, Arigim. You last session, largely due to Tom's absence, you were separated from your friends. So you have not entered this valley. There was a landslide that separated everyone from you, and has locked Aza, Galia, Jaris, and Red into this valley that has this highly unlikely situation of all of this water draining into it.
I still think there's an underwater
Not out.
sort of thing.
It's possible. Will we find out? Probably not. We're probably not going to get there in this particular game, but you never know. Everyone else in the party met up with some of the Flaming Fist mercenaries who did not at all seem particularly perturbed about you not having a... they didn't even ask about having a pass. They were just kind of happy to see other people. They had fought some bandits earlier in the day, and the village had been set on fire. Galia and one of the Flaming Fist, another tiefling named Villy, kind of got into it. You can catch all of those fireworks on last session's video recap. Yeah, that was really good stuff.
It's a little spicy.
Yes, a little spicy. And then, as you made camp after finding the writer Volthamp Gadarm, otherwise known as Volo, a woman that didn't sneak. She was sneaking around your camp, trying to kind of be hidey, sneaky a little bit. And Galia found her, a native of the area named Rana, who told you a spooky story. And as she finished the story, there had been some piping that had begun in the forest, and as she finished, the piping ended, and some dinosaur creatures attacked. And then one of the Flaming Fist mercenaries, Corum, after the battle, he said some weird things, and the plants around you began to attack. That is where we left off. There are effects already in place for a few people. We will get to those here in just a second. But I think what we need to do here to start with is roll a little bit of initiative against this new creature that is attacking.
Not terrible. No, let's find Jarvis.
Ugh.
Forgot I was controlling Red for half a second, so I was like, oh, I could just ignore all that.
I will not be attempting Jarvis' accent. Just fair warning for everybody.
Well, I could do that for you. I feel like I sounded more like McCree than Jarvis there.
Just a little.
All right.
And do you want Hatch to go on my turn again, or?
Yeah, that would be perfect if you would do
Okay.
that. All right, so let's get some appropriate battle music playing here, because that's always a good thing to have going on in the background. And let me roll for some of your friends who are also here with you. Let's see. I think I got everyone.
Aragam's not in the turn order yet.
It's because Arian isn't there.
That's right.
That is true. You know what, Aragam, why don't you go ahead and roll? And we'll.
Do you want to drag my token somewhere so I can?
Yeah, and we'll see what goes on with you. So we're just
Okay.
gonna bring you kind of down over in this direction, I guess. For
That's
now.
that's the tone of voice of a DM who has a plan, and there's nothing more frightening.
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that.
Oof. Harry, man. Whatever. Makes sense.
Right. Excellent. Well, let's see what happens here. Billy is going to be up first, and well, actually, let's discuss what these plants are doing as they begin rustling around you, because that's really the first thing that is occurring. What is happening is kind of engulfing everyone, because you're kind of all around this campfire area, as you had been fighting these raptors that came in. For 120 feet in a circular area of 120 feet, the plants under your feet come alive and begin grasping at you. All of this area is now difficult terrain, is the effect of this. So that is probably the place to begin. So, Villy will be up first. And she's just going to kind of swear a little bit. She is going to look over at Corum, who she is standing next to. And she's just kind of going to like try to grab a hold of him. Corum, what is wrong? And he's just not. He's just going to have that vacant, dead look in his eye, because he was dead. Everyone thought he was dead. And he's not going to. Just kind of going to cackle a little bit, kind of evilly. Just kind of a chuckle of sorts. Yes.
Patsy as James as
Suddenly Corum is going to sorry, I apologize, Patsy. I have one thing in the order that is hidden from you currently. The body of Corum is going to drop to the ground. And as it does so, you're going to just see kind of a shimmering something kind of shimmer away from him as like a little bit of rain beats on it, and you almost catch a view of something as it kind of disappears from sight. And as it does this, suddenly Quilgok is going to get attacked. Something is going to slam into him. Neither of those are going to hit, actually, because of his natural armor. So that's good for him. All right, Jairus, played by Patsy tonight. What would you like to do?
Okay. So the vines are just kind of around everybody right now.
Correct.
Right. Just gonna pull out the long sword and then start kind of hitting up the ground and cut away some of those.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely start hacking at these vines, and like where you cut one, more just kind of keep coming up. And Volo is back in the cabin, is what we had decided. Lusker is going to he's going to be kind of doing the same thing, I think, as Jairus. He does not have a target yet. That is just something he doesn't have. Bax is going to kind of run over towards Quilgok and where Coram died, and she's just going to kind of yell, "What is going on here? What's happening with Coram?" She's just going to kind of examine the body, and there's just trying to figure some things out. Red Stout Fist is up. You're muted, I think, Tom.
Yeah. Red probably isn't too sure what's going on here. Did he notice the shimmer?
Let me see here. What is passive perception? 13. Yes, he would have noticed it.
Okay. So he is going to try and peer through the rain and see what's out there, see what might have been attacking Quilgok. He's going to try and figure out what's going on. 16.
Yeah, you see just a slight shimmer in the rain around Quilgok, but like it's like a quick movement and then it's gone kind of thing.
Okay. Was that his action or?
Yeah, a check is generally the action.
So he's going to. So it was just a shimmer and then it was gone. So it's no longer around Quilgok.
You're no longer seeing it, but I mean it's hard to tell where exactly.
Hey, there's a or a thing around Quilgok where it attacked him, and I can't see it anymore. I don't know if that was even close to his voice.
Fantastic! I loved it. I loved every bit of it. That was fantastic. All right. Galia is up.
All right. I am going to. Will I be able to make it towards like Quilgok and Beeline backs in one movement turn, or?
Yeah, like I think because we're kind of theater reminding this just a little bit,
Right.
just tokens here for a general reference. Yeah, you could get over towards where Quilgok is if you wanted to.
I'd like to do that, and then can I make some kind of religion check to see if I notice, for the shimmering, if it seems like it's some kind of religious soul thing?
Sure. Yeah.
Normal.
So you're kind of getting again, it's not something that you recognize from any of your things at through your religious training or anything like that. What you're getting is this is a very Chultan sort of thing. That this is probably very much related to what is going on with the story that you were just told. That it is some kind of religious jungle creature somehow that is tied into Ubtao and the whole mysticism here of the island.
Then it's kind of like can I, as a free action, just make sure that I'm near Veely to give her my reaction protection if the thing attacks.
Absolutely.
That's good.
All right. Aza, is there anything you would like to do?
With the passive perception of 12, did she notice where the shimmer stopped shimmering or whatever it did?
Yeah, I mean, you would have seen it kind of as it moved away from Korra, basically. That's pretty much what you would have seen with the passive.
Okay. And is there an empty 5-foot space there with no allies in it? Put my moonbeam where the thing disappeared.
Yeah, like probably between Deadly Treasure and Quilgok, there's probably space there. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll put that over there, and if the thing is still there when its turn starts, it'll take damage.
Okay.
And I will use my bonus action to give myself a healing word. Since I'm at half. Level 1. So 5 points.
Okay. At the end of your turn, let's see. Suddenly there are going to be even more vines springing from the ground, specifically here around where Quilgok is. So, Galia, I need you and Quilgok and Bax here each to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, Lathander, please. Oh, that's not. Please.
All right. These vines are going to spring up. Quilgok is already kind of dodging a little bit. He does not get hit with this. Galia and Bax, however, these vines entangle around you, and you are now grappled. So I'm going to spark. You are both grappled. Quilgok, for his turn, he is just going to begin flailing around him with his quarterstaff. I'm going to give him some disadvantage on this because he does not know where he's hitting at. It's a 7. He's not going to connect with anything. And at the end of his turn, 2 more attacks are going to slam at him. No, both going to miss. They're just going to kind of bounce off of his shell. Let's see. Arrogant.
Can I interrupt you for a second and have used my move action to get up off the ground?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And that was what that token is, right?
Yeah. Actually, before we get to Arrogant, Reyna, I forgot to add her to the initiative as well. So we're going to have her move here. She rolled a 1 anyhow. So Reyna is going to just yell, rather than moving or anything, she's going to yell out loud that it is the Thanglong. We're all going to die if we stay here. We must flee. And she is just going to turn and begin booking it out of here, like down the path. Huh?
He has my great axe still.
She does still have the great axe.
I think it's called Dawn Rise. I think I give it a name.
Dawn Rise.
Dawn Rise.
All right, Veely is up. Veely is.
We skipped me.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Let's talk about where and what you graduated at this point. over the course of the last few hours, you have found your way into this basin here. You had spent a little time headed this way from... You actually came in nearer towards the village. You found a kind of a place where you were able to scrabble down a cliffside. And you are approaching this fisherman's hut now. And you would hear kind of the sound of battle.
Aragam would probably... Is there a perch or somewhere where he would be able to observe unseen that he would identify?
Not necessarily as much a perch, but you could kind of like creep through to the edge of the jungle or something like that, because it opens up here. So you could kind of be sneaky if you wish to.
So I'd be coming up from this way towards the hut?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on out there. I'm not going to rush into a fight like an idiot, so...
Yeah.
Aragam's gonna sneak, and he's gonna try and see what he can see.
Alright, roll a stealth check for me real quick.
Alright. Come on, Ari, you can do this. Oh, wow, you can.
You move
really
like I don't know that butter moves through leaves, but you're moving very you're moving very smoothly. Let's put it that way. You are not between the rain and everything, like, just you are quiet. And you come out here with a 27. I'm not even going to make you roll like perception or anything. You see your friends with other people that you do not know. And you can see, like, there's vines grasping at them. You see a woman who is running away from the group right now. And it just looks like everybody's kind of flailing at the air and that kind of thing. Like you don't see who anyone is fighting. Like none of the people look like they are fighting each other. It's just like people are swinging at plants, and you don't really.
Does it look like she's running away with Galia's axe?
She definitely has Galia's axe like in her hand, and she's just running.
It has a really nice Lathander symbol on it.
How far away is she?
She would be on the road. Like, I think you could, like, probably jump out and do something if you wanted to.
Yeah.
What I will say is maybe a perception check to see if you can tell it's Galia's axe or not.
Oh, fair.
I think that's maybe a...
I mean, are you telling me Galia hasn't painted her axe?
I'm saying it's a lot to take in, so making sure that you... Yeah, with a 16, like I think obviously it is probably garishly Lathander-esque enough that you would definitely recognize.
There's nothing garish about Lathander.
Oh, sure, nothing whatsoever. I don't know what this is. How far away am I from my friends exactly?
I mean, like, it would be a little bit. Like, I would say it's probably at least a full movement up to, like, where Aza and Red are. Like that's, you're like on the other side of.
Okay.
Of the wood. Yeah. So.
Aragam is going to do something. He is going to whisper underneath his breath, because is Red being accosted by vines, or is it just this group of nerds over
no,
here?
everyone is. They were accosted worse, but everyone is dealing with some
Okay.
currently.
Not hitting either Red or Aza. And I believe you'll remember this spell, Lauren. It's just the renamed of the Create Bonfire. He's going to draw a sigil in the air and flick his wrist, and small scrag of energy is going to slip from his feet, and it's going to fly 60 feet away from him, and from the ground is going to erupt this pillar of flame. Oh, it does one damage. He's just basically going to burn at the vines that are holding them.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it is definitely going to kill some of the plants, but, like, where some of the plants die, others just kind of start springing up. And,
sure. Yeah, that's concentration, so it's like a big gout of fire is coming from the ground.
Like that area is probably clear, like, right where that is, but, like, grasping at the edge of it, there's kind of, like, vines and things still.
Maybe you can put it on top of me. I have a fire resistance. He doesn't know that, though.
No, I don't know that. Aragim will then shout out to this mysterious lady running away with clearly Lathander's Galia's favorite war axe, and he's gonna be, "Hey, what are you doing with that axe?"
She's just running. So she may answer on her turn. We'll find out. Vili, let's jump to Vili here. She is going to. She's just going to try to. I guess she's going to try to smack at some of these vines that are growing up on Galia here.
Oh, how nice.
Let's see how that's going to work. I'm gonna have her attack and see if she beats stuff over here. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah, she's going to be able to cut the some of the stuff off of you, and she's going to do the same thing over to Bax here. That is going to miss. She only really has time to get you, Galia, free. But you are no longer grappled.
Huzzah!
Let's, as a lair action, this creature is going to.
Is it where I guessed to put the moonbeam?
It is not.
Ah.
Sorry, it was not there prior to you placing the moonbeam, though. It is going to, as a lair action, right underneath Galia, it is going to erupt a giant spike of broken root out of the ground. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Galia.
It's only DC 12. It's easy.
With my negative 1.
Roll a 13 or higher. You're fine.
Oh, Lathander, please. Oh, Lathander, please.
A spike of broken root is going to just like shoot out of the ground and probably like into like a leg or somewhere where it finds an area of openness in your armor and is going to 5 piercing damage. Let's see. The creature is going to swinging around from where it is currently. It's going to kind of step down here, having not a whole lot of luck with Quilgok. It is going to go after Bax, who is gripped. And it is going to use. Let's see. It is going to use its slam attack twice against her. Ooh, that is all going to hit. That is going to be quite a lot of damage to her.
Mm.
Oh, no. Can I... is she close? Well...
I mean, she's right next to you. Is there something you'd like to do?
No. No. I don't think there's anything I can... Oh, shoot! Shoot, I forgot I have my health. It's too late to do that as my reaction. Heavenly rebuke. Is it too late to heavenly rebuke the monster?
No, you can try to do that.
Okay. It hits her, and then she just kind of says something in Celestial, and white holy fire emerges. That is like that.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
That is celestial if I've ever seen it.
Yes.
Galia says something in gibberish.
Let's see if it works better on the sheet. There we go. And that doesn't use up a spell slot.
Okay, so you do 9 fire damage to this creature.
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. As you do this damage, that's a very good thing. One moment here while I look up one thing here.
And then it attacks me instead.
Yeah, you're actually going to hear a screeching sound as this fire hits this creature.
Does it sound like a person I know? Or does it sound like...
No, it
So it
definitely...
sounds like screaming bagpipes.
Yeah, it does. It is just kind of a... Yeah. And this thing is going to... as it does this...
Like, I'm gonna make some... That's kind of over gritty spaghetti.
As it does this. Okay, at the end... Well, yeah, it definitely did that. You're going to... just in the air, you're going to see this shimmer again, and it is going to retreat into the forest. And the vines on the ground are going to let go of you. You are out of combat, technically, for the moment.
Yay! The bird of the thunder! The holy light has driven them away. For the moment, at least.
Yeah, you were out of combat for a moment. As you exit combat, Vili is just going to yell, "What was that thing?" And Bax is going to just kind of, like, she's let go from these vines that are wrapped up. He's going to kind of collapse, and he's, like, bleeding and just profusely suffering. And she's going to say, it could have killed me. We have to get out of here. And she's going to kind of stand, and Vili's going to grab an arm. What all would you all like to do?
Is Quilgok looking a little bloodied there?
Quilgok is not bloody. He's taken a little bit of damage. No, Bax is the one who is bloody.
Okay. I would like to give her, like... I'll give her 4 of my lay on hands. I'll put my hand on her shoulder and be like, "The light of Lathander will protect us in this darkness, and it will help you as much as it helps me."
Excellent. How much does that heal her for?
4 points. I'm giving her 4 points right now.
Excellent. All right. And she's healed up 4 points.
And then Jarez is going to probably come out of his rage now, and then he's just going to kind of look down at his hands and just take a silent moment to contemplate the combat and, like, what the heck just happened with those vines.
Yeah, Lusker is going to kind of move towards everyone. He's going to... Bax, are you all right? What is Arigam doing at this point?
Arigam probably steps out, dragging this large stack behind him. And in the middle of grunting while pulling that along, he's like, "What the hell was that?"
We don't know.
Wait,
Who is
can I
that?
just...
He's gonna shout out to Galia. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, Rana would stop as well as kind of the sounds of combat. And as you kind of step out there near her and address her, she'll stop as well.
Also, Galia, he's gonna shout over for an undetermined amount of distance. What the hell is this crazy lady doing with your axe?
Gully is going to very slowly pull the hood on again. And then she's going to turn and kind of look in Arrogant's direction and be like...
Nope.
"Oh, she was from from the village, and I gave her dawn rise so that she might defend herself. She is a friend. She is my friend.
Arrogant's face sort of drops and he gets a little sad, and he'll approach Rana, and he'll just like reach up and put his hand on. I hope he can at least reach her hand. And I'm sorry for your loss. I look genuinely sad.
Yeah, she'll. Thank you. We must go. It will too long. It will not wait very long before it comes back.
Oh, what the hell is that?
She's just going to look around. It is what was attacking us.
Oh, okay. Creepy monster attacking the group. Run away. Good plan. Can we go anywhere that's safe?
That was my question.
She is going to. There is nowhere safe. We just must try to stay away from it.
Okay. Is it like a beast, or what is it? Can we lay a trap? Or rather bait, so that it'll go away from us while we run the other way, sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, she does not know. Like, she just knows it is like this thing that is hunted here for a very long time, and that it is crazy deadly, that it can impersonate the dead, and it will kill you. Like, that's what she knows. She does not know. It is not something that there is any legendary lore about how to stop it or anything like that she would have. So she just wants to run.
Well, Ergim, did you see perhaps that the mudslide had been, or you could show us where you came in from the outside?
I'm assuming it's unclimbable. I was just able to like fall down it basically without getting hurt too much.
Like you were able to kind of slip and slide your way down, and it controlled just enough to not take like any major damage, but like there's no way you could get back up the way you came down.
So yeah, I like slid through some mud on top of a hill to get here. Just kind of like a cliff rather than a hill. Yeah. So no, the answer is no. I don't know how to get out of here.
Okay, that is fine. I will pray to Lathander. He will guide us.
Or we could ask our native friend here if she knows how to get out. That makes more sense.
Yeah, if
I mean, you can definitely pray to Lathander. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, but I just, for my sake, I'm gonna ask them. What was your name again?
it is Rana.
Right, Rana. Well, I'm Arrogim. I'm with these adventurers. Yeah. I legit almost said idiots. That's mean. No.
About this time, I think Volo is going to poke his head out of like the fisherman's hut where he has been. Did you all already take care of it? I see. I thought I was coming right back to assist. I just had to go get one thing, but if it's gone, perhaps we should be gone as well.
It's right behind you, Arrogant shouts.
Let's see how he does with the wisdom check. He is going to just like spin around, like what, where, and like just getting ready to run. That was a good joke that you made there. He says, looking at all like it was not a good joke that you made.
Does my 19 prayer give us anything?
You feel very secure in the hands of Lathander currently.
Lathander he did
Take
not
the wheel.
to me exactly, but I know that we will make it out of here.
For everybody who wants to run right now, where do you think we should run to? The whole place is jungle. This thing could come from anywhere. I think we should treat our wounds and regroup.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Perhaps we could make a the hut you said wasn't big enough for all of us, but maybe if we could pack in like sardines, we can make a little bit more of a fortress.
I mean, didn't you just like scare it off when it come back looking for us in the same spot it saw us before?
Yes, that is a very good point. Perhaps we could go towards your village, Rana, and see if there is something there that we could use.
Yeah, I mean, Rana would be happy to, maybe not happy to head back to the village, because that's not necessarily a happy spot for her, but yeah, she would be okay headed back that way. I should also mention, like, it is now full-on nighttime. The rain is continuing. The light from the village over there has gone out. The fire is gone. You're not seeing that across the water anymore. So those fires are obviously out.
Okay.
Lusker is going to just pipe up. I think anywhere is better than staying here. It knows to come back here. If we move, then maybe we can get somewhere with a better tactical advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, lead the way, big man.
Yeah, he'll...
Hey. Azo would go along with the village idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the village is known terrain. You might be able to find something there. All right, yeah, you all head out into the jungle. Bax is kind of limping along. She's not in a great state here. Villy is kind of helping her move, and you all make your way to the village. It is going to take probably just around an hour to get over there, through the jungle and pathways. Absolutely. Coming up on this village, for Arrogam, this would look very familiar. He was here already. But as you head this way, you're actually going to pass on the way in. There is an area where these little tidal pools, and you'll see as you're walking through here, you're almost right on it as you come past it. You're going to see that high above you there is a covered platform that has been lashed to the trunk of a tall mahogany tree here. And there are stakes that are driven into the bark that kind of form a ladder headed up into this small fort here. Yeah, Rana would point at it. That is an alert tower. We use it to watch for enemies or dinosaurs.
Can we fit in? All of us fit in there?
No. It is like 120 feet up above the ground, and it would be large enough for probably 3 to 4 people maximum.
Well, who wants to scramble on up there?
Who's feeling the most alert?
Meta, I have a real bad perception. So.
I only have a +2.
I can tell you what both Jarrus and Red have. Jarrus has a 10 and Red has a 13. Galia has your best perception. I do not have a video of her back yet, though.
Yeah, she's loading in. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, she poofed.
Yep.
Oh, she came back.
She's coming back. So she might be your best perceptor in the group currently.
But if we put 4 people up there, and that we don't have. Wait, 2 of us are very small. Can we fit all 5 of our party up there?
You could probably fit. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get Quilgok up there. You wouldn't be able to get Deadly Treasure up.
Yeah, I don't want to take Hatch. I don't want to leave Hatch down on the ground either. So, Aza will go for the village, and whoever else wants to be on the alert platform can.
I guess we'll have to wait till Galia gets back to really make that decision.
Let's see. I think. You know what? I think actually.
You know what? What I will do instead is I am going to. I sort of have like this cloak to keep the rain off, and then Arrogam like pulls open his cloak, and you see these 2 little almost glowing green eyes or glowing yellow eyes poke out, and they like sort of rotate, and the head cocks around, and then I like, come on, get out, lazy old bastard, and then he pulls out this tiny little burrowing owl, and he's like, yeah. Do you mind, he's like having a full-on conversation with it, like, do you, mind keeping watch? That tower seems like a good spot. Very advantageous position. Yep, that's what Gramps looks like.
Ah, yes.
Hey,
Hello.
Why don't you, go up there? And, he like the owl starts lazily flapping his wings, and then like as soon as he realizes he's not picking up, he'll start putting a little bit more effort in there. Lazily fly up, and then just perch up there, and he'll hoot back, sounding annoyed.
Yeah. So flying up, have a roll a perception check for me.
Sure. Come on, Gramps, you can do it.
I believe in him. I'll try. It does.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Gramps is going to see that there is a platform at the top of this tree trunk. It has a palm frond roof over it to kind of shield from the rain. There are a few belongings scattered about up here. And there's going to be some stuff like a tribal spear, some unlit torches, a satchel, a blanket that's kind of draped over a bedroll, just that kind of stuff. That's what he would see up there.
Oh, it sounds like there's some sort of supplies up there.
Yeah, how does Gramps communicate with Arrogam? Is there
Telepathically. Let me look at the spell. It's over like a certain distance, but I don't think I have to worry too much about it.
Yeah, I know.
It's usually like 120 feet.
I need to double check the familiar spell.
There you go.
100 feet, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's what
and
that's what he would say, kind of share back at you.
Yep. So I will hear that and be like, does anyone feel like going up there to retrieve those supplies?
I feel like I could carry them down and climb at the same time.
All right. I believe in you, Galia.
Do I need to make a dex check or a strength check to climb up?
Yes, I actually do need you to make an athletics check to see how well you can climb up this slippery tree here in the rain. Perfectly. You climb it perfectly, basically. You go up 120 feet and you see exactly what the owl reported back. You see this platform it opens up on. There's room for, like I said, about 4 of you, maybe 5 because a couple of you are small creatures. That would be fair. There is a palm frond roof that mostly protects through. It's not perfect at this point because it has been raining pretty hard, and some of it has kind of blown in the sides of this platform. And you see there's a spear on the ground. There's some unlit torches kind of laying there. There is a satchel and this blanket and bedroll that you're seeing.
Can I look inside the satchel and see if there's any supplies?
Yeah. As you step towards the satchel, the bedroll is going to get thrown aside, and a figure is going to rush you. And let's see. We're just going to roll an attack against you and see if this hits or not.
Oh, Lysander.
Actually, we're going to use grapple rules to see how this works. So he is going to roll his strength. And I'll need you to roll you can roll strength or dexterity to see if you can hit 10.
Save throw? Or just strength?
Either one. You can do strength or... it's a saving throw, strength or dexterity. Whichever is better for you.
Yay!
Yeah, you just kind of hold him off, and you see another native here.
Oh, Lysander.
I just imagine you like stiff arm him right in the forehead, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
probably shorter than my 6'5".
Yeah, he's just gonna kind of almost like bounce off of you, and as he does, he's just gonna like crouch on the floor and like just like curl up, and like cower away from you.
Peace, I am not your enemy. I am not one of the bandits. I'm not controlled by the creature. I am a friend, and I want to help. What has happened here?
He's just, you can hear him like muttering something kind of quietly under his breath, down on the ground. You can make a perception if you want to try to hear it, or you can get closer to him, either one.
I would like to make a perception.
Arrogant, I mean, you're on the ground, but still.
Sorry, that was the owl,
Oh,
and it rolled.
yeah.
It has advantage on hearing and sight checks.
Okay, well, both of you then would hear. Just kind of, you would hear him kind of muttering, just kind of to himself, "It's alive. The jungle is alive," and he's just kind of over and over muttering that.
I will slowly approach him with my hands open and just be like, "There is somebody still alive from your village. Her name is Verana. Would you please come down so that you could speak with her and that perhaps we could help both of you escape from this place?"
Hey, David's come up. Excellent. Yeah, he is just going to. He's just going to kind of keep muttering, like he is not processing a whole lot. Like he saw a threat, but that was like he's operating a very non-communicative sort of level at this point.
Okay. 2 questions. 1, does he look
Hey everyone.
injured? And 2, does he look heavy?
He does not look heavy for you to carry. Like you could definitely carry him, I think. He does not, like, you're not seeing specific wounds or anything like that on him.
So it would be kind of hard. Because what I want to do is just kind of knock him out and carry him down, but maybe that'd be a little too combative. I'll go to the edge of the platform and then yell down to Ron and be like, "There is somebody still up here, and I think that he is having trauma from whatever happened. Do you know his name or who he is?"
She'll kind of yell back up, "It could be any of us. We all scattered from the village when it was attacked earlier."
Would you like me to bring him down, or would you like to come up here?
She'll climb up. I think she would. She'll have. I mean, this is something that she will have advantage on. Well, she won't have disadvantage on it or anything because of being Chultan. That makes sense. I mean, she. Oh yeah, I'll give her advantage on it. I feel like she would be able to climb this thing. Like that seems like one ability she would have these people would know how to use the things they have created.
And I'll kind of help her up, like when I can reach her.
Yeah.
Just kind of like help.
Yeah. She'll climb up and she'll see this man, and she'll kind of take him, kind of cradle him a little bit. This is your Tonge. He is from my village.
Should we leave him here? Would you like to stay here with him while we go and look inside the village? I think that it would be safer for you here.
She is going to look very frightened. There is nowhere safe, but yes, I can stay with him.
All right. You'll take very, very good care of Dawnrise. It is a very special axe, and I would appreciate if it was not lost. But if it happens, then it is the will of the fate.
I will do my best.
And then she'll give her one last little, like, grasp her shoulder, trying something to steady her a little bit from the trauma. And then she'll climb down the ladder with Gramps on her shoulder.
Yep. So, I'm assuming the rest of you will just continue, you'll kind of fill them in and then head on towards the village.
Yep.
Yeah. We will fill James in probably now would be a good place to say. The thing that was controlling the plants that grabbed Corum was some kind of shimmering creature that we could never get a really good view of. I think Gallia burned it with something, and then it screeched and ran off into the woods. So it's still out there.
I just lost James.
Yep.
I can just pop back in.
I have his video. Okay, he's moving now. James, did you hear the explanation of what happened to the...
I have no idea what's happening.
Okay.
I had lost you, Tom. I connected, so...
I can see...
Do you have everybody else now, James, or are you...
Yeah, I have everyone.
Okay.
So the thing that was controlling the plants that grabbed Corum was some kind of shimmering creature that we couldn't see very well. Gallia burned it with some kind of spell. It screeched and then ran into the woods, so it's still out there.
And where are we now?
You are now...
We're going back to the village that used to be on fire.
Yeah, you have stopped right here, and everyone is headed to the village to try to get somewhere safer.
Oh,
Okay.
Aragon, do you want to have Gramps make a perception check since he's on my shoulder? If he sees...
There's a hood in between.
Yeah, that's true, but maybe he blinks.
I mean, I
I
can...
don't care. I'm just wondering, because I like Gramps. I want to get him involved.
he actually was perching on top of your horns, I imagine. He just didn't tell Aragon.
I love that.
James, that is Gramps. This is Aragon's familiar that he got at level 3.
Of course. Of course it's an owl. Why would it be anything else?
It's a little burrowing owl. I tried to come up with something that made sense.
I love
Unfortunately, it was an owl again.
I would die for Gramps already.
I love... The grouchiness is perfect.
All right, so you all head towards this village. Aragem has already been there. You're going to see that this village, there are several huts that encircle kind of a village hall. And when I say that, like they were all made from logs and reeds and that kind of thing. At one point, they were fine. Then they were on fire, and now they are just kind of husks. Very wet, very smoldery, nasty, charcoaly husks of village buildings. You're going to see that there are corpses here on the ground. There are the corpses of at least 10 of the warriors from the tribe spread on the ground here. You're also going to see the dead bandits that were killed by the Flaming Fist. during the fight. And then there is one corpse that is kind of different from the rest. It is kind of like that tree that you came in, where several of the corpses were hanging from when you came into this area. There's one corpse hanging from a tree that the body has been drained of all of its moisture, and I'm sorry, it's not hanging, but it is. Oh no, I'm sorry, it is hanging. It has been drained of moisture, and the tree that is next to her has been hacked at repeatedly by her own machete.
Wow, that's real spooky.
Aza will ask Lusker, "Is that your fourth missing person?"
He's going to look at her, and no, it's definitely one of the villagers, and not a flaming fist. He'll shake his head. No. He's also going to say, when we left here, that body was not here.
Can I cut her down and then just start giving her funeral rites?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Just start praying.
Yeah, we should gather all the villagers together and the bandits separately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can we start kind of collecting the dead so we can do the...
Yeah, and interestingly, like, you're not finding any belongings particularly or anything here. Like, this camp looks like it has been gone over pretty well.
Oh, Arrogant has a large sack next to him. I might have already done that. And Arrogant will splay open the sack, and this is what's in it.
Did Rana and the other guy stay up in the platform?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so we can't ask them what the death rites would be for their fellow villagers.
Correct.
Well, we can just give them the rights of Lathander because they will return to the light eventually, and so anything is better than nothing.
But we'll gather them in one place so that Rana and what was it? What was the other guy's name?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was. Look it up one more time. It was Utongi.
So Rana and Utangi can take care of them when they come back down.
Yes.
And we probably should leave the belongings that were in the camp, since there are still people who live in the camp, and those belongings belong to them.
What?
We probably shouldn't steal from them since they already had most of their livelihood stolen. We should give it back to...
I mean, are they just gonna stay here in this burnt-out husk of a village?
Well, we should at least find out.
Yes.
Well, this looks like stuff that it would help them rebuild. Bedrolls, mess kit.
Oh, that stuff, that's from the mercenaries that are dead.
Oh, okay, I don't know what's going.
Sorry, no, I did not loot the corpses of the villagers.
That's what it sounded like.
Misunderstanding fixed.
Yeah, I can see how you would. I understand now. I'm sorry.
So,
Oh yeah, by the way, Gramps is still over at the perch, keeping an eye out.
okay.
Just wanted to let you know that, Lauren.
Okay. Well, all of you are going to, again, hear this piping sound emanating from the forest. And again, it's just going to kind of pierce through everything, and you will hear it. And as it does, Bax especially is going to just kind of start... she's going to just kind of get a panicked look in her eyes, and she just took the brunt of whatever just happened back over by the fisherman's hut. And she is just going to... It's coming again. We can't take another attack like that. Like, she's just going to kind of, like, start backing up taking steps like back and back, like trying to get away from anything.
Is there? It looks like from the fire there was one building that was larger than the rest. Is that still kind of intact, or is it just? Or we just have ash?
It's there's maybe like a couple of like half walls and that kind of thing here. Like you don't have anything solid really. Like, and even those walls are like charred and you know they're made of fronds. So
Nothing's better than nothing. Maybe we want to try to barricade in a little husk of a house.
I don't know. The villagers didn't have too good of a time either.
Asa doesn't like the idea of being
Confined.
confined, yeah.
Well, what if, and she'll turn to Jaras, what if we go closer to the water? Because I do not
Ugh.
think that this creature...
Did everybody
well, I
else
don't
lose
know,
Patsy just
but
then?
I assume it is not directly in the water. So maybe you could perhaps do something with it?
Well, I mean, my thought is that if we can just get wherever there isn't forest, we'll be in a more advantageous position, and maybe the beach is that place.
The vines
Here.
that were holding us as a spell, I can cast that one too.
Arrogant will turn to any of the flaming fists. So, do you guys know if this water is like the water out in the rest of the jungle?
Lesker will. I mean, we haven't been here that long ourselves. I don't know much about it. Jarrus would remember seeing a bunch of catfish in it. That would be something Jarrus would know.
Well, there were.
Probably.
Cat. Is there a nature roll that I can do to figure out what catfish mean?
Yeah.
Great. Because I don't know.
I'll give you advantage on it because it is your watery.
Sure. Why not? Oh, right. I have it as a query. Nature. It's a 10.
It's a 10. I mean, like, you would know, like, it's a freshwater kind of spring here of some sort. You would doubt that if there's kind of a fish like a catfish floating around, like, there's probably not too many, like, other predatory kinds of fish,
Right.
because that's not a predatory sort of creature. Yeah, that's the kind of thing you would know.
I think the lake here is a little bit safer than the river is.
Oh. Well, then I guess the water's our best bet.
Yes, I think that if we can at the very least have the water at our back, then we will not be surprised that way by the forest.
So you guys are going to kind of head towards the water. Is that
Yep.
your plan?
Yeah.
Is the piping coming from like one particular direction, or is it all around?
It kind of comes from all around. Like it's pretty much impossible to determine what direction it's coming from. All right, so heading towards the water. Like, are you kind of headed towards this open beach area? Is that kind of the
Yeah,
or more up
That
this way?
seems...
that seems kind of far.
Wherever we don't have to fight uphill if we don't have to.
Okay, I'm gonna move all of you to this side so you can kind of see a little better.
So, kind of down this road that heads toward the water? How
Yeah,
far
it's
away
a-
is that?
So yeah, if you're headed that way, you know, you've got
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of room here.
yeah, you've got 1,500 feet kind of up the road kind of thing. Yeah. So you guys, I'm assuming Bax is just is kind of still just panicked looking. Lusker is going to kind of grab her by the arm. Whatever we do, we have to do it quick. And like he's going to just like, if we're headed to the beach, let's go. And like grab her. And he's going to move out and like double timing towards the beach. So you guys are kind of running, like half running up the road here, or at least that is what the mercenaries are doing. They're kind of taking a cue from me at this point.
Aragon will keep up with him.
Yeah. As you emerge out onto this beach area, it's kind of a basic shoreline. It kind of opens up from the jungle. As you emerge on it, the piping is going to stop one more time. And let's see here.
Yeah, Aragon's gonna ask, so what happened before you guys were attacked? Like, did the piping stop? Was it going the whole time? Were there any sort of proceeding?
Well, for proceeding, we got ambushed by some, were they velociraptors?
They were a type of raptor. They were bigger than velociraptors, but yes.
Well, they were raptors of a lower velocity.
Technically, they are called Utah raptors. They are a larger style of raptor.
But the piping started after the raptors, and then Coram got grabbed by the plants. And I don't remember if the piping stopped before the thing showed up.
I think it continued the whole time.
When Aragon came up, was the piping still going on, Lauren?
No, it had ended at that point. Yeah.
Okay.
It ended right before the attack.
Okay.
Yep.
So Aragon's going to hold his spell. If he sees a shimmer or something like that, he's just gonna ignite the flame right underneath it.
To help keep back safer, I'll try to like put myself in kind of in front of her, though she could still like aim around me, but I'll give her protection.
Okay.
Nobody notices the moment that it happens, but where Asa was standing, suddenly there's an elk.
Nice. Very nice.
Wait, where's Asa?
That's like part of the magic is that nobody ever really sees what happens. I don't know if it's a morph or a like cut in the film. It's just
sudden change.
Yeah.
You just like pan away and then pan back.
Right.
It's like an 80s film that didn't have a budget to try to do the morph, so it just like it hides it between like someone reacts like wait, and it's changed when you cut back to it.
That's exactly it.
Like holding their face in horror is.
People can be looking right at her, but something about the magic makes them not notice what happened, and now suddenly there's an animal there.
Nice. As you run out of through this path through the forest, these are not like wide like roads. This is more like a hunter's path kind of through here. Who is in front? Who is leading the way? I would imagine it's probably Lusker or Galia is in front.
Yeah, I'm trying to protect like everybody behind me, so I'll keep my shield up.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's
Just kind of
I'm gonna say it's Galia and Lusker here, kind of in front of everything.
Making sure Bex is okay.
Yeah, Bax is kind of a few steps behind you, kind of pushing through these last few trees to get through to the jungle. Suddenly there is going to be a cloud of spores that explode around you. And I need you and Lusker to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And I need everyone to... Well, you've already rolled initiative. We're going to continue just using initiative as rolled, I think. Just to save time on all the re-rolling here. Unfortunately, Lusker has pretty good Constitution. Yeah. Alright, yeah. So these things kind of like your eyes start watering. and
Spooky monster farted at you.
I also have the divine health that makes me immune to disease. I know that's not technically what a spore is, but just...
fair enough. Yeah, so we are in combat again.
Okay.
Yeah, it is going to be attack. The spores are going to approach the. Let's see. Billy is going to just kind of yell like it's back, and she's going to like take her. What does Billy carry? She has a short sword. She's just going to ready an attack if something comes at her with her short sword. The Ulu Tholong is going to... it is going to kind of run out of the forest at... and again, you're just seeing kind of the shimmery light off of it. Did you have a ready to attack?
I said if I saw the shimmer or the beast, I would, my spell would ignite underneath it.
Okay. What is the spell? Flame Pillar? It's a 13 dex. That's going to save.
Dang. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. So you see the shimmer, but like it's gone too quickly. You do erupt flame out of the ground, but nothing happens. Whatever was there is gone. And the shimmer, you're going to see it, and it's suddenly close to the front, and it is going to shimmer again in the rain just briefly, and you're going to lose sight of it yet again. And it is going to. It's kind of coming in from the side of the forest here. It is going to approach back, so it is going to attempt to slam at her again.
I'm gonna use my react. I'm gonna impose discipline. Oh, never mind.
That is going to hit. That is 8 damage. That is going to be enough. Vax is going to take the full brunt of this attack. And like it's going to slam her, and she's going to like go flying and hit a tree across on the other side. And you're going to just kind of see the shimmer. It just keeps moving, and it's actually going to go through with her. And like vines and things are going to start wrapping around her body in the forest. Would anybody else like to do anything here? Jarrus?
So the shimmer is no longer available.
Right, like it's something you just barely can occasionally catch. Basically, this creature is invisible, and occasionally, like you'll catch like a raindrop or something hitting it that kind of gives away something. But that's really all you're.
But not enough to actually target with anything.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just call out to everyone, just keep moving to the beach, and I will, as an action, I'm not gonna dash here. I'm gonna try to cut away some of the vines that are latching onto backs.
Okay.
Can I just make a weapon attack against them?
Yeah, please do.
And I will do so from 10 feet away with my glaive. 23 for 12.
Yeah, you start cutting these away, and like they kind of stop grasping at her. As you do that, yeah, that's all that's going to happen. Volo is just going to run. He's going to like zip past everyone, and like he is just going, and he's just going to call behind him. This way, my friends. This way to safety.
Can I free action trip him?
Yeah, you can try.
Not like a full, like, she won't like totally stick out, but like she's, pretty hefty.
Oh.
So she's just like a little nudge, kind of runs by. Like,
Yeah, I'll give you like a little free dex check just to see if you can like do anything.
just because she's kind of getting annoyed at how much of a count.
Let's see, he's going to make.
At least stagger him a little bit. Just to
He's
be
gonna
like,
make a save against that. I'm gonna give him advantage on it because it's his turn.
yeah. Yeah.
So he's not. It's not really gonna do anything. It's more just like Galia has kind of like the idea of it, but like maybe just thinks better just slightly because like you don't want him to die necessarily.
Yeah. Oh, she's just kind of like,
Yeah.
maybe straight.
Yeah. Luster is going to kind of like run over to Bax and try to. Is just looking at her, and he's going to. She's dead. We have to get to that beach. We have to get somewhere safer. And he's going to keep running. Bax is dead. Red.
Unconscious.
She doesn't even get death save.
Wrapped up by the evil death vines.
She might get.
Because she didn't get Deathbind.
That's true. You know what? I will give her a saving throw. That is fair. That is fair. Okay, she
She's
comes
back
up
up.
with. She kind of starts up and has 1 health point. And in that case, Lusker would.
Lusker already made his choice.
He made his choice. Red's turn. Actually, you know what? At the end of Bax's turn, I'm sorry. Before we do Red, at the end of Bax's turn, she stands up, and there is going to be as she comes back to, she doesn't stand up as she takes a gasp, a thorn. I'm sorry, that was actually the wrong thing. That shouldn't be the lair action. That should be. I actually did the wrong thing. Another slam attack is going to rock against her.
Can I use my protection now on her? Try.
She got slammed so far away.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah, you use your protection, but it's a 23. And she is going to just get knocked to the other side of of this path and into the jungle, and she is down yet again.
Wow.
All right,
Damn.
Red is up.
Did she die outright?
I feel like
Not quite.
Did the thing reappear so that we could see it again?
It did not. Nope. Red, that is arrogant playing Red.
Oh, I'm sorry. Red is going to keep on running with them. He's going to hold a sacred flame action. If he sees the shimmer, he's going to unleash the holy hell.
Galia.
Okay, so I was gonna do something different, but now that you kind of can I kind of like grab Bax and try to pull her while doing like a lay on hands kind of deal, or can I try to like grab her and like pull her body with us?
Yeah, you'll move at half speed if you do that, but yeah, you can definitely grab her. I mean, she's just prone there.
Okay, I will grab her, and then does that count as my action for grabbing her and pulling her?
Grappling is your action. You can still make a move action.
Because she's unconscious, does that make it an object interaction?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, it does not.
Okay, fair enough.
But good try.
Just auto fail on a grapple.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
unfortunate
go
thing
on.
is, an unconscious person is a floppy object, which is worse than.
Yeah, and so,
Yeah.
and so now
Too
you would
floppy.
be moving at half speed, Galia. So you can get another 15 feet right now, dragging this body behind you.
Okay, and I can't do any kind of lay on hand or.
Is lay on hand a bonus action, or is it just a standard action?
It's a standard action.
Yeah. So no.
Okay.
Aragon.
Heck. So we can't see the creature at this time.
Nope.
Alright, then Aragon is going to bonus action dash, use his movement to run, and on his action, he is going to, again, this time he will, with just sort of knock an arrow, and if he sees the shimmer when it's within 5 feet of an ally, he's gonna take an attack.
As your turn ends, sprouting up around Galia and Bax, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. The jungle around you is going to come alive, and vines and things are going to start grappling at you.
Not nice.
They do not grab you, but they have fully grabbed onto Bax's body. They are wrapped tightly around her because she did not contest it. She was unconscious.
Can I contest it for her since I'm holding on to her?
No.
Well,
He really wants Bax to die.
I
that's
don't.
what.
This creature does.
Wonder if she has something on her body or a secret she hasn't told us.
Aza is
Aza the elk is going to try to get to the line that goes across the road where Bax was thrown across, where the creature would have been throwing her across, and try to run across that with kind of a blind attack, a ram attack.
Yeah, so you'll have disadvantage on it, but yeah, please do.
11.
11. Do not think an 11 hits. It does not. Quilgok. I think Quilgok is just headed towards the water. He can go. I mean, he can go in the water. He can, he's headed that way. He and Deadly Treasure. He has leapt on Deadly Treasure at this point, and the dino is headed that way. I think. Rana is no longer. Vili is just going to. She's going to keep charging, and she's going to yell behind at Galia, "Get to the beach!" And she's just going to keep running. And I would say come out on the beach at this point. It's kind of spin around and she readies her attack for anything that she can see coming at her. As a lair action, the Ulysse Long is going to erupt broken roots out of the ground. That's going to hit anybody within 60 feet of a plant, which is most of them.
Yeah.
So
I guess so.
I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
No.
What did you mean when you said most of you?
Well, we know that
Vili is
Viri
okay.
has made it out onto the beach.
Oh, she got it. Okay.
So, but everybody else is still in the forest.
So that's just a straight dex for the elk.
Okay, but it succeeds.
Excellent.
Jareth, you're going to take 5 piercing damage. Let's see. I need to roll for Volo and for Lusker and Volo. fine. One thing this guy can do is run.
The reflexes of the true coward.
Lusker is going to not succeed. He is going to take some damage here. As wants to shoot out at him. And I guess that's a full block. Well, actually, it would be he is on Deadly Treasure. So Deadly Treasure is which is not going to save, but he will take 5 damages. Alright. Thelong, whose turn it is right after his layer actions, is going. He is going to use. He's going to use a feature called puppetry.
Oh, Lathander.
On Vax is doing this. He's going to take over her body. He is going to begin speaking specifically at Golia, but at everyone. It's this voice. It's this lifeless kind of croaking voice that comes out of his body, it's just going to say, "You can run, but I will hunt you wherever you go." And the body is going to fall limp after that. Jarrus?
Is the body still...
Actually, the body would still be animated. Like, it's kind of looking around. And...
I imagined that, like...
Is it still restrained in...
Yes.
Or was it ever restrained in... Okay.
Yes, it's still restrained in vines.
So when
Okay.
Golly was trying to drag it, I imagined she kind of had, like, her arms hooked, like, over her shoulders to try and pull her. And so... what kind of freaky-deaky thing happens with that?
Well, I mean, it is restrained, and like you have, like, but like you can feel that she is like moving a little bit, and like you hear her talking, but it is not her. Like on your, like however you kind of got her, that you're carrying her. What would you like to do? I mean, she is restrained. So you will have to contest these vines here on your turn if you want to keep moving with her, or you can drop her.
I'm actually, as it's actually my turn,
Oh, that's
I'm going to run back up to where they are, and I am going to once again cut her out.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll an attack against her.
17.
Yeah, that's going to be plenty to kind of free these vines off her body. Absolutely. And as you do, the puppetry is going to stop working on her, and the body is going to kind of go limp again.
Do we get a dead feeling limp from that?
I mean, it's really hard to tell. Like, it's completely non-moving. You're not feeling any breath or anything necessarily, but you're also trying to move through a jungle, so I don't know how.
Fair.
Svolo is going to book it and get out onto the beach as well. Shocker there.
He's probably trying to climb Quilgok.
Lusker is going to get out on the beach as well. And he's going to spin around and just prepare an attack for anything that he gets. Red. That is Ariam, that is...
Yep. Red is still doing the same thing. The beast hadn't shown itself, so I don't know what kind of progress he makes. Is this halfway, or I don't know. He moves 30 feet ahead and uses his action to hold a sacred flame for if he sees a monster.
Okay. Galia.
So
you are freed. Jarrus has freed you from the vines. Well, freed
right.
Your cargo.
your cargo.
How far away about can I tell how far I am from the beach?
Because you've been hauling this body, you're kind of like at the tail end of everything now. Like everybody else who has been moving forward has moved past you. Like you can get there by next turn, basically.
So if I dashed with her body, that would be at 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be at the beach by then, or?
Like you would be just like right on the edge of everything. Like it's basically 2 dashes is going to get you fully onto the beach with her body. Like if you didn't have her body, you'd be on the beach, kind of thing.
Okay, can I dash with her body then? And could I I don't know if this is possible because of the actions, but could I then shove her body towards the beach? Or is that?
The dash is already in action,
Yeah, the dash is already your action.
Okay.
and the push is in action.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna dash to the beach and I'll hold her. I'll face with my back to the. Well, I don't know, basically trying to get her body angled away from the forest. However, I can.
Okay. Arrogant.
Arrogam is gonna. I guess we're all just running at this point, right? So Aragam's gonna. How far away is the beach?
You could definitely get there this turn. I mean, you're within
Yeah.
range.
Because I moved 60 feet last turn. I don't know how much.
Yeah, you're you would come out on it. I'd say with your 30, you can come out on it very easily.
Okay, yeah. Arrogant will do that. And he's going to use his bonus action to hide. Is there something to hide behind on this beach, like a rock outcropping or something like that?
Let's see. Roll. Call it high or low.
Low.
Yeah, there's something that you can hide behind.
Okay.
Probably some rocks. Because it's again, this is more. It's not a beach. It's more of a waterfall and that kind of thing. It's definitely some. Yeah. So you have gone into stealth mode.
Yeah, and for his action, he is going to ready an attack. If he sees that shimmer, he's going to blast his arrow.
Okay. Aza, still in
That's
elk form.
right. And how far away are we from the shore?
You're kind of at the end of everything. So but you're not caught up in everything. So you could probably run and get to it this time. Especially if you're still in elk form, you probably have more movement speed.
Yeah, I have a 50 movement speed, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to ready an action. The next time that shimmering happens, I'm charging it.
Okay. Quilgok and Deadly Treasure are out on the beach. They're just spinning around, waiting to hit whatever. Vili is already on the beach. She's just waiting for something to happen. Nothing is going to happen as a lair action, and there's not going to be an attack this turn. And in fact, as you all kind of are, as Galia drags Bax's body out onto the beach, nothing continues happening. You do not see the shimmer for a little bit, and you are out of combat, at least for the moment.
Can I go drag her to Red and be just please, if there is anything that you could do to perhaps help her, if there is anything we can do.
Red will make a medicine check. You're asking Red, right?
Yeah, well, I was thinking he has the Spare the Dying cantrip he could try.
It's true, he does. While this is happening, Jarrus is booking it toward the beach, and he doesn't stop. He just goes straight into the water.
Red makes a medicine check to see if she's already dead or if she's just unconscious.
She is dead at this point.
Oh, damn it.
Yep.
Damn it. Oh,
I mean, the vine spoke through her.
Yeah, but I was hoping.
He's well, sorry, she's already gone.
Golly will just kind of will gently lay her body then on the beach and then turn to Beedly and just be like, do you know if she believed in anything at all? Perhaps I can try to administer some kind of right to her through that god? She seems a little uncomfortable with the concept of giving the rights of another god to this person, but like, it's only polite.
Billy will kind of shrug. I did not believe she had much faith in any sort. I'm sure whatever you do, it would be fine.
I'll start the funeral rites of Lathander for her, and she'll do the more of the long version, not, the total traditional all-night prayer, but she'll do more than she gave most of the other people.
Yeah. Billy will walk over and pick up her crossbow. She wouldn't want this to get lost in the jungle. She'll kind of cradle it on her arm. Aragam, you would see, this is probably the first time you would spot this, but this is a really nice crossbow that she's carrying. I will tell you right now, it is a special repeating crossbow that is like a heavy crossbow, but it can fire a second time. It's got some special properties. It's really cool. So anybody who's into crossbows for their character probably would be interested to spot this thing.
Aragam, I don't know if asking for her dead comrade's equipment is really what Aragam would do, but
no, but you would definitely be aware of it as a really cool crossbow.
Keep it in mind.
In case Veely does.
Yeah, mysteriously in the middle of the night. Oh, it must have been the vine monster.
Yeah, you guys are.
Aragam will
continue.
Yeah, Aragam will move over to his group. Is everyone okay?
The elk snorts.
At this point, Jarus starts to reemerge from the lake, and his tabard is just very wet.
Oh, I forgot Jarus had gone in there. Hey Jarus.
I forgot that Jarus probably knows how you got here, but I don't.
Yeah, Aragam. Basically, while you were fighting. I didn't actually describe that very well. Aragam is currently covered in mud and vines, head to toe, and I kind of just jumped off a cliff and slid through some mud. That's how I got here.
Well, that was an interesting choice, Aragam.
Well,
can't say it was a good one, all things considered. But I'm glad you're here.
How is everybody doing?
Did Bax? Is she alright?
Galia will then rise from the prayers of Lathander, and then she'll just kind of solemnly walk over.
Do we know? Go ahead, Galia.
She just sounds very mournful that she failed. She was promised Bax that she would protect her from the vine creature, and yet she failed in her oath and failed in her promise.
Do we know why it stopped attacking? It's because we're sort of not in the jungle anymore.
Maybe it's it didn't get to eat, didn't get to feast on Bax, so maybe it's hungry. Maybe it doesn't have the energy.
Does it eat?
That's what it does. That's why it sucks people dry.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were exsanguinated, desiccated.
I do not think that we will last if there is another attack from this creature.
Well, we're safe from now, and it can't quite get to us here.
So far, I've only ever seen it use hit and run tactics. We haven't gotten a chance to fight it head on. Did we leave Rana behind?
You did.
We left her on the platform with Gramps and the.
So Gramps is up there? Does that mean
No? Gramps would have come with me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
With my app.
I think that if we can find all the bandits and the Chultans in this valley and bring them all to the beach, where the Ulathan or whatever it is can't hit and run, then if it wants to eat, it's gonna have to fight us in the open.
We could burn some trees. It doesn't seem to like fire too much.
Yeah, clear away part of the jungle's a good idea too. We should get started on that. Let's clear the jungle heading up to the beach. Anyone know how to do that? Anyone have a way?
I kind of been holding out on you guys. I know some magic, so can set stuff on fire. I don't know how good it's gonna do in this downpour. Like, has the rain let up at all, or is it just heavy downpour?
Like if anything, it's gotten worse.
Oh, okay.
Great.
But
That'll make it easier to see an invisible creature. Aza's going to stay in elk form as long as she can, which is an hour. So if then another attack happens within an hour, she's charging.
So we could lay a trap, and trap needs bait.
I volunteer.
No, you do not allow me to do this. It's all I could do to make up for my failing with axe.
Well, what's this trap? I mean, can have all the bait in the world, but
Well, if we can hide ourselves well enough, probably send someone out into the jungle, just wait around, maybe start a fire or something, and inevitably the creature will come back. I mean, can I just say that the exposition Rana gave from the story, I also gleaned while we were walking back to the camp?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. It definitely hates fire. That's what I gleaned from the story, at least. So, we set part of the jungle on fire, and we have someone draw its attention. We can potentially attack it.
we need to trap it. Maybe we can encircle it. Fire.
I don't have any magic that big. Does anyone have any oil?
No.
Anything by holy oil.
A guy named Parrot up in Neverwinter.
I can't really answer any questions.
That's a good point.
I think that we
Maybe.
should.
I'm wondering maybe we can construct some sort of umbrella and take care of some of this rain and hopefully have a drier spot where this trap can work.
Can we do?
I mean, we have
could
the
do
tart.
alchemy jug. We could make oil with the alchemy jug.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a good point. It's a really good idea.
Can make a quart of oil. So not a ton.
Well, a quart is enough to at least make a ring of fire, right?
Yeah, and well, I mean, and you know, we can maybe do multiple. What's the cooldown on the jug?
A day.
It's can't produce more than the maximum until the next dawn.
Okay. Well, good news. It's almost sleepy time, right? It's pretty late, so we can get 2 quarts maybe.
Yeah, I mean it is getting late at night at this point. Yeah, you've got probably you're probably like 11-ish. You've got just a little bit of time to game the system, maybe.
Let's pour the oil. I'll pull the alchemy jug out of my pack and then just kind of examine it, and then just at random choose one cork, and then it was like, okay, where are we going to put this?
Well, do we have any containers? Oh wait, I have these. And Aragon pulls out the 3 water skins that we found.
Gotcha.
I guess we can store it in there for now. So
Yeah.
we don't necessarily need more water skins.
Right?
Yeah. We have water for days.
We have infinite water.
We've been going a couple hours. This might be a good place to take a break while you guys plan your kind of put
Sure.
your thoughts together a little bit and figure out next steps. Yeah, we'll be right back, guys, and see what happens next.
Oh wait, I can just.
Thank you. Did you guys come up with an amazing, fantastic plan while I was gone? Because I came up with nothing.
No, we already won.
I want to build a structure that's just an umbrella. Use my carpentry tools and just build put a canopy over the entire jungle.
But if the rain isn't falling, it isn't helping to make visible an invisible creature.
Yeah, but we can set the whole thing on fire.
All right, so lots of things have been discussed. Short rests, trying to build stuff, trying to knock down trees, trying to set things on fire. You've got oil from your jug. What? Walk me through what you guys are thinking about doing here.
I don't know.
So
I don't know if that's
we have some options. We can either have live bait, and I can silent image plus minor illusion producing sound, and silent image being a fire that this live bait would have started.
I have minor illusion too if I need to help with anything.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
And I have thaumaturgy.
I have fog. I have a fog cloud. Oh, I have gust of wind as well.
And I can actually produce flame, but it's a very small flame.
And if we encircle that person in oil, large enough circle, whatever 2 quarts could make. It doesn't have to be like a super thick wall of fire, but it can be enough to.
So I'm just saying that I would like to volunteer to be the bait.
You could both be the bait.
Mm-hmm.
You two are the ones without ranged attacks.
Yeah, I'm happy to be bait.
Mechanically speaking, if we attempt a long rest and get interrupted partway through it, could we have got a short rest, or do you have to declare that you're taking a short rest?
I think you can get a short.
You can get a short rest at the beginning of a long rest.
Ooh, can we try?
Because if we're trying for dawn anyway to get the second quart of oil, then I'll definitely try for the long rest. Because then I'll get fairy fire and I can illuminate everybody on a battlefield.
That's a good idea.
And I get all my spell slots back.
Long rest is good.
Okay.
Can we attempt that?
We could try.
You can definitely attempt that. So you're setting up camp basically here on the shores of this thing.
Aragim, turns out Aragim had a tent in his thing the whole time. I forgot that he had a tent. So he's makeshifted it over the rocks and to keep the rain off. And he has a fire going underneath.
Joris is just going to go into the lake to get out of the rain.
Can I make sure that Aragim and Galia do watch together? Because I have some things he wants to tell him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Preferably the one closest to Dawn.
Yeah. I think the Flaming Fist mercenaries that they'll take some watches as well, and they're gonna kind of set up a camp, and let's see. Maybe I can make that a little bit better.
In my 2 hours of light physical activity, can I go up here and just do a little swimming reconnaissance and figure out if there's anything happening up here at this choke in the lake?
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So you're gonna get on your first hour. Who do you think is taking your first hour of watch? Or your first shift of watch?
Red can.
Let's say it's Red and maybe one of the Flaming Fist. Let's call it Lusker, who is up with him.
The first hour will also be the hour that I do my reconnaissance.
Okay. All right. So Lusker and Red are up, and everybody else is in their tents trying to get some rest. Aragim, Aza, and Galia, go ahead and roll some hit dice for me, whatever you'd like to get back for that.
Aragim has spent 0 resources.
Ooh, excellent. That puts me at full.
Really will take a rest. Quilgok will take a short rest. What are his hit dice?
So, just a really quick question. I'm not seeing. Oh, never mind.
So he'll spend a hit die.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Will he get a 5 back?
I feel like him saying we spend hit dice means we don't get a long rest.
Yeah.
Well, we get a short rest before we get a long rest.
Yeah.
We'll get him back if we actually get to sleep.
I also have Gramps flying around in the night.
Okay.
Up.
And I'm going to. Can I change one spell I have prepared really quick? Or do I have to wait until.
I think that's a long
That's
rest.
a long
That is a
rest.
long
It
rest.
is?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah. I remember that.
So Red and Lusker kind of take this first watch, and I would imagine they are on edge at this point, because this thing has been dogging you for a little while. The towards the end of this hour. Oh, let me do one other thing. I need to do. It's been an hour. There we go. Okay, great. As you, as they reach the end of this, Aragem, Galia, Aza, you all have been trying to rest. Jareth, you are up exploring, kind of up. What are you looking for in this time? Let's deal with that. First.
I'm up here and I'm looking for anything interesting or out of the ordinary. Just up here, or maybe just anything strategic. Even I see that there's some rocks up here. Are they big rocks? Could we potentially put people on those rocks?
Yes, yeah, there are a few rocks kind of out in the middle of this lake here at this point. They are large enough that you could put a couple of people on them. It would not be enough for all of your party to get out to, but you certainly could use them if you wanted to. And it gets a little it's not quite as deep in that area, and then kind of the basin below you is deeper again, and also the area on the other side. That just that area right there is a little kind of a hump, if you will, of area where it just gets a little shallower.
Okay. There's nothing else interesting.
Again, lots of catfish, lots of other little kind of fish that you would expect, but you're not really finding anything particularly interesting in this lake.
Do the fish, do they seem like spooked by all of this, or do they just have no idea what's going on?
They don't really seem to have any idea what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna head back.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. As you kind of get back from your reconnaissance, and as this hour is winding down, we are going to. We'll reset initiative. I think it seems fair to do that at this point. The rain is going to be continuing coming down, and Red, his past perception is a 13, and Lusker, I believe, is a 12 on his passive. Let me pull that out and make sure. 10. Okay, great. So he does not have great perception.
If it makes a difference, Gramps has a passive of 13 as well.
Okay, great. I closed the window for it. The Ulu Thalong is going to attack your camp once again.
Does that mean he's coming out of the jungle to do so?
It is going to come out of the jungle to do so. You will hear that piping, and then a few seconds after it ends, it is going to attack. Because it is out of the jungle, it is going to be much more possible to view it. So I'm going to make like some rolls for it here just to see how well it is able to sneak up on everyone from a visibility standpoint. So 22 is going to be passive perception. So I'm going to do that like every turn it moves. We're just going to kind of see how well it is hidden in the rain with its stealth check. All right? So I need everyone to roll initiative.
This is really scary that I still do not have spells.
Alright, first up in initiative is going to be the lair actions of the Ula Ceylon. Great. Let's see.
It's a good thing we're way out on the beach, right, guys?
Yeah, actually, it does not
Yes.
have a lair action.
A layer. Because it doesn't have a layer.
Perfect. Alright, so that is good. So Vili will be up first. She is asleep or resting in her tent. So I think she would probably have heard the piping and will.
Oh wait, it's never mind. Keep it going.
And she will kind of burst out of the tent. But a 22 is not going to. She's not going to see where it's coming from. Lusker on duty is going to ready an action if anything. If he can see anything, he will attack it. Aragem, you are in your heated tent.
Aragem is going to, I guess, get up and. How are we handling getting out of the tent? Is that
Action and movement.
all right? Sure. So he's going to get out of the tent. He set that up by the rocks. He doesn't know where it is, but he is going to try and make himself unseen with his bonus action.
Okay.
Hopefully that beats his passive perception.
Double check that. It does
I don't
not.
think you. Oh,
Galia,
what the hell is this thing?
also
So
in.
it takes our basically the whole turn to get out of the tent, I assume.
Pretty much, yeah. It's your action and. Yeah. And your movement.
Okay. I will get out of the tent and try to head towards somebody to the tent.
Okay.
Whoever I see first.
Okay, who do you want to. Is there someone in particular?
I guess Neely.
Okay, yeah, she is out of her tent, so you are next to me. Perfect. Red is on duty, so what would he be doing, Aragem? You're muted.
He will shout out to everybody, and he'll take the whistle and blow it, I guess, because we'd said before that, whoever's on watch, they get the whistle. So he will sound the signal whistle, and I guess. He didn't get any spells back. He'll hold Sacred Flame for now. Yeah. I know he wanted to use some spells, but he's low on resources. I want to make his spells count.
Okay. Aza.
Getting up and out is everything, is that right?
Getting up is your action, and then you can move 30 feet for your movement, is kind of what I'm saying. So however you want to kind of position yourself here.
Just getting outside of the tarp that she sleeps under, basically.
Okay. Yeah, and you're kind of just waiting for whatever happens. All right, it is the Ulothalong's turn. It is going to move in. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the stealth check with...
Actually, can I back up a second? Since she's under a tarp and not in a tent, is it just like half the move action to stand up and the other half to move?
Yes.
Did I not get added to the order? I didn't.
Oh, what, did you roll?
Yeah, I had a 5.12.
Okay, so you will be... I'll add you real quick.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Sorry.
We'll do
So if it was just movement for Aza, she would like to ready an action to cast Moonbeam as soon as she sees it shimmering.
Okay. All right, yeah, that is perfectly fine. Jaris, you are up. You're kind of coming up from the beach here.
Okay, so I have had time to come back.
And you would definitely have heard the piping.
Yeah, and the whistle, hopefully. Are people are people clustered together, or are they?
I would imagine the tents are probably fairly close together for everyone.
Yeah.
Lusker and Red would probably be the furthest out from anything, just because they would be trying to keep night vision. So any fires or anything, they'd want to be a little bit away from that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna run toward them. If I can get up to them with my movement, like I will. But
fair.
You know.
I mean, you're right on everybody's right on the beach. Yeah. So I mean, that's.
And then my action is just if anything gets within my reach, I am with my glaive. I am going to attack.
Okay.
And by anything, I mean the bad guy.
Sure. All right. So with disadvantage because of the rain, we're going to roll stealth for this thing. That's an 18, so it is still going to beat passive perceptions here.
But are we passive now?
It's a DC thing, I think.
It's just a.
I think maybe we can make a perception roll on our turns with an action, maybe?
I think that would be perfectly fair. If you want to try to identify it on your turn directly. All right. So this thing is going to run forward toward Lusker, and it is going to attack in its natural form, which means it is going to use its slam action twice against Lusker.
Does this set off anyone's reaction?
Yeah, you could definitely fire. Like, I don't think you're seeing him, but you're definitely seeing the effect of what this thing is doing. So you could definitely fire at that general area. You would kind of have a rough sense of where.
And I mean, are we in reach? It's the challenge of theater of the mind.
Yeah. Jaris, you might not be in reach for a melee attack. Anybody who had a ranged attack, I think, would be ready. Which Lusker actually did have a readied action, so him getting hit, I think he would definitely try to do that. He won't see where it is, but he knows roughly where it is, so he's going to swing with his greatsword at it. 17 will hit, I believe. So let's roll some damage for that. So as this thing bludgeons against him, he is going to do 5 damage against it.
Does it bleed or anything that might give away more position?
Not. Let's see. Not at this point. It would not be bleeding. That's kind of superficial damage to it at that point.
So does that trigger the readied spell action?
Yeah, I was gonna say any readied spell action, you could definitely shoot it in that direction.
So I just reread the Moonbeam spell, and it's at 5-foot radius, so it's actually 4 squares.
Okay.
And she will cast that where Lusker swung at the thing.
Okay. Yeah, and you would definitely kind of seem like he would have connected a little bit there as well. Did Red have a readied action?
Yep, he had Sacred Flame.
Okay, so go ahead and do that too.
And I have to scroll a lot. There's a lot more spells on here.
That's a dexterity save. Now with Moonbeam, it's at the start of its turn, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
And it says ghostly flames. It's not fire damage, so I don't know if how that interprets.
So he saves against Sacred Flame, or it saves. He is. I keep saying he, and that is a huge misnomer here, I believe.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah. Volo is not going to emerge from his tent.
In fact, he's dug a little hole at the bottom of it and he's hiding in it.
I want something bad to happen.
Wilgok will also get out of his tent. Actually, he's not in his tent. He's in his shell, so he would just pop out of his shell. So he actually can do something here. Let's see. Get his. You know what? He's going to shoot with his crossbow into that general vicinity with disadvantage, just to see. And of course, that doesn't work. I don't know why all of this broke on roll 20, but a bunch of token actions and things. That is way going to miss, though. All right, lair actions. There are none. Vili is up. She is going. Let's see. I guess she will use her crossbow to shoot into that similar area. She can actually do it. Alright, this attack is going to have a +4 instead of a +2. I'm rolling off of somebody else's sheet. So that is a 5. So it is still a critical failure. So that does not work. But they will use their bonus action to fire one more time. Oh no, it jammed. It jammed with a natural 1. So it is jammed already. So that is Vili's turn.
No, I used a crossbow.
Yeah. Lusker is going to use his reckless feat to gain advantage on his attack, so this negates his disadvantage. But any attack against him is going to have advantage. But that's a 22. So that will connect. So 12 more damage against this creature.
12?
Or, I'm sorry, 6.
Oh, I was going to say last time you have to.
Yep. Good call.
Should have just kept my mouth shut.
Aragem is up.
Right. Aragem sort of hearing where the commotion is coming from. He's going to sort of move around to the other side of the rock and use his bonus action to try and hide again now that he's moved. I'm guessing that works.
That works, yep.
He's going to pull out his short bow and creep up the rock a little. And instead of shooting a normal arrow, he's going to load in one of his magical arrows. And he is going to attack. I'm hidden, but the creature is also hidden. Does that just negate the advantage, disadvantage?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. 11.
Will miss.
Would have been 12, but it probably still misses.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't negate.
Well, I have advantage for being unseen.
Right. I don't want to dig too deep into this, but I think the rule on that is a creature that you can see that can't see you. So if you can't see them, you don't get that benefit. But I don't want to dig too deep into it.
So, I mean, if you're saying it would be a disadvantage, or you're saying...
Yeah, if I think it should just be a disadvantage. Whether or not Arrogant, the creature can't see Arrogant is not relevant until Arrogant can see the creature.
Gotcha. That actually makes sense. But an 11 doesn't hit anyhow, so it doesn't. It's moot in this point. But I think you're absolutely right. Either way, Arrogant misses. is where it lands, I think. So Galia is up.
So I'm going to do something I haven't done yet, and I did not set up a spell card for, so I'm doing that. It's one of my channeled Divinity Paladin abilities. So I can make my axe magical as my action. And then I'm going to I'm gonna kind of give Veely a quick prayer, and then go and join Red and Leskar in helping defend them.
Okay. I mean, you have a rough idea of where this is, so you can attack with disadvantage if you'd like to.
I can't, because the sacred weapon is my action.
That's your action. All right. Red is up. Tom.
Red can't really see what's going on. He's going to cast... sorry. He is going to cast... I'm in Arrogance sheet. I'm sorry. He's going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And that's with disadvantage, so I'll roll the attack again. Yeah, it's going to appear and slice at him. Where is it? Spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon. I think this is it. Oh yeah, so that crit fails.
All right. Aza is up.
She will do a cantrip produce flame, which is not a concentration spell, so it doesn't break the moonbeam, and throw it at where she thinks the thing is. So produce flame. That'll miss.
Alright, it is the Uluthalong's turn. I'm reading about Moonbeam here. Ghostly Flames. It's because it's radiant damage. It is not...
Fire.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll that damage for me. 2d10.
Okay.
And let's see. And it needs to make a save.
DC 12. Yeah, DC 12. Is it a shape changer?
It is actually a shape changer. So it has
Then
disadvantage.
it makes... Yeah. Why isn't this going? Submit. That is not working. I'll just roll it.
Okay.
2d10.
And it is a Constitution save.
Oh, we lost Patsy.
Yeah, she said she's refreshing.
Oh, yep.
So that is an 8 with disadvantage, so it will take the damage. It is, however, actually in its original form. So it will not revert to anything. But it will take 11 damage.
I'll take that.
Very nice. It is going to move out of the moonbeam and kind of circle around Lusker to the side, kind of thing. It's definitely not being let's roll stealth with 13. Okay, so Red and Galia would definitely be able to spot where this creature is this turn. So that is exciting. You can definitely see the rain coming up. All right, it is going to use its attack to slam at Lusker. 23 and a crit.
Goodbye, hunky boy.
That is a lot of damage he's going to take. 26 plus another 8. He is highly bloodied.
Hi. What did I just miss?
You can see where this
Lusker
creature
died.
is right now. Lusker's not dead yet. He is bloodied.
Okay.
Wait, could I
This guy's messed up.
wait for one of them? Could I have imposed the disadvantage with my reaction?
Sure, probably the first one, if you would like to.
Yes, please.
Okay. That still hits him.
Oh,
The 14?
The 14 still hits Lusker.
Oh.
Yeah.
His armor class.
Bad AC, lots of hit points.
Yep. Jarrus is up.
All right. Since some people are able to see him and know where, well, no, this is great because, well, I'm just going to, no, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm going to run around him because he had repositioned himself around Lusker and I could see him slamming vehemently from that side. I want to get position myself so I'm flanking with Lusker against where I think it is, and I will attack.
Okay. Where do you think it is on Lusker?
Where did I see him being? What direction did I see him being slammed
so
from?
it was kind of coming from this direction.
Okay, so I'm going to run up and around it to there.
Okay.
Okay, and should I do a normal roll or a disadvantage roll?
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Right, because you cannot see.
Right, but if I'm flanking, it might cancel that.
Unfortunately, you have not found the right spot to flank.
Fair enough. Age is off. So that's a... Wow, I rolled a 17 and a 19. That's a 23 to hit. For 10 slashing damage.
23, you are close enough, however, to be able to hit this thing. That is going to be 5 damage that it takes. So you kind of swing wildly. It is not where you expected. So you actually connect with it kind of over here. On this side.
Happy I did such a fanciful swing.
Yeah. Like it kind of went wide. But, yep. Volo is going to run out of his tent. And just kind of yelling, I'll go try to find help. It's going to kill us all if we all stay here. And he's just going to kind of like run back up the path, like start running that way. Quilgok.
into the jungle?
Into the jungle. Quilgok is... Oh, what is Quilgok's passive? Perception. Yeah, he can't see where it is. But he has a rough idea based on what's going on. So he will shoot with his crossbow with disadvantage. And that'll hit this. Alright, Vili. She will drop the repeating crossbow. And she is going to just use her... What does she have on her? She has a longbow that she will shoot with disadvantage. That will hit. For 3 damage. Lusker is going to swing great sword. 14 is going to miss. Arrogant is up.
Lusker could see him. Couldn't he? No, it was
No.
Red and Galia. That's right.
Yeah, his passive.
So Arrogant can't see him, but Gramps can. Can Gramps sort of call out a thing as his action, or can I send Gramps to fly around the target? I don't.
Yeah, I would say that he could probably, because his turn, we do his turn on your turn as well. So, yeah, if you wanted him to do that, that would be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Gramps just lands right on his head.
Okay.
And
Fantastic. Gramps is gonna die.
This thing is not going to like that.
yeah, well that's okay because Gramps can move away without taking opportunity attacks. So,
That's cool.
yeah. Arrogam, is this?
Assuming he has movement from wherever.
Yeah, he can move 120 feet, I think, or is it that's 60? It's 60, something like that. So, how are we handling this? Am I doing this normal or?
Yeah, well, you would not have disadvantage on it because you're aware of where it is right now.
Okay. Then I will bonus action hide.
Yeah, this time it would. You could get advantage here.
Yeah.
That will beat its passive.
Okay. So I will shoot at it with using another magical arrow. 21. Or sorry, 22.
That will hit.
Okay. So this is magical piercing damage, and we're going to add +1 to it. So 5 piercing.
It will take that full amount of damage.
And this should be... Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. And I don't... This is considered the same type of damage. Sneak attack is, I think. This is also magical damage.
I don't know if sneak attack damage has a time.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever.
I don't... I'll read it right now, but... yeah, so...
All right.
11 total magical piercing.
There you go.
And sneak... Whatever. Oh.
Yeah, I think it should be.
Yeah, I feel like it's correct.
Yeah, I feel like if the attack deals full damage, if it wasn't resistant with the attack, it shouldn't be resistant to the extra damage that it got from hitting somewhere
I was
that.
gonna say it's not like you're sticking a secondary shiv into it or something.
Yeah.
It's just extra damage from
Yeah.
being surprised from.
You're right. It does make sense that it's the same. It's
Yeah.
the same type.
Yeah. All right. Golia is up.
So now, because of my sacred weapon, I have a +2 to hit and +2 damage with my battle axe, Sun Drop, and so I will swing at it with my no disadvantage.
Oh.
Does a 10 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Oh, I lost Tom.
Oh, I can see
Oh,
you.
he's back.
All right.
Who's the-
Red.
Does not have guiding bolt. Dang it. That would have been so good. Let's see. What other spells did he say he wanted to use? Oh, that's gone. Well, I'll just use whatever makes sense. So, he is going to look over at Galia, seeing her attack miss, seeing Jarrus encased in melee, and he'll choose Arrogam as well, because he's not going to do anything. So he'll choose those three, and he will cast Bless on them.
Okay. So who has bless?
Jarrus, Arrogam, and Galia.
Okay.
Ooh.
Excellent.
And then on his bonus action, he is going to swing without disadvantage his sacred or his spiritual weapon. An 18
That'll hit.
does 9 force damage.
That is a magical weapon. All right. Aza is up. Actually, I'm sorry, before Aza's turn, the creature is going to use one of its legendary actions, and it's going to take another slam against Lusker.
Legendary? What the frick?
Yeah, sorry, I had forgotten I had not been using those this encounter yet. That's a hit.
God.
Poor guy.
For 11 more damage. That is not going to knock him down. He's close. He's close.
Oh,
What a hero.
Yeah. Aza is up next.
All right. Do I have room to put a 5-foot radius circle on the ground and get the creature in it, but none of my allies?
Yeah, so Jarrus is kind of standing like up here.
I'm 10 feet away.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Red, I think, is kind of down like this direction. Galia has run over as well and is kind of in here somewhere. And Volo is running off in the jungle. So that's kind of... so yeah, there would probably be room kind of like on the backside of kind of where you're gathering. Because you would probably be gathering this thing is in this general vicinity.
Okay, and did Gramps fly away?
He did. Sorry,
Right.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, but you would have seen where he was, and this thing hasn't had a chance to move since Gramps was on him. So
All right, I'll put the moonbeam right on him.
okay. Yeah.
It's who?
That's 10 radius or 5 radius?
Let's say 5 radius.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I will cast
Okay.
Healing Word at Lusker.
Okay.
So let's see how much I can give him. Nope, that's over here. Healing Word. 5 points.
He will happily suck up those points. Let's see. At the end of your turn, another legendary action he will use to once again.
Oh, he's going to use them all because he forgot to.
He is going to slam again against Lusker.
can I react and protect?
Sure. That's against a 20.
Oh my god.
That is going to be 10 damage. Lusker is down.
No.
Hard to beat +8. Jesus Christ.
Alright, and now that it is the Ula Thalong's turn, it is going to use its turn to slam Lusker twice more.
Doesn't it take...
After taking 12 points of damage.
Oh yes, it does need to take some damage. Well, it needs to make a Constitution save.
At disadvantage.
What it does. That is a save, so it's going to take half of that. Alright, so it will take 6. And then it is going to
When it ends up like this.
twice at Lusker on the ground.
Jesus Christ.
That's an 18.
He's dead.
So it's an automatic crit.
Oh my.
Yep. Oh!
Holy shit.
It tripped.
But that is still going to be 12 plus a d10 plus 5, is that right?
Well, he just fails 2 saving throws. It doesn't take damage.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Yep, yeah, he fails 2 saving throws. Alright. Alright. Jarrus is up.
Oh, man.
Oh, and I also need to do a stealth check to
Yeah.
see.
Can it?
Jesus Christ.
And no one can see it again.
Ah, shit.
Do we run away? Like, we are not
Here.
to the water.
It's not going to help anything. We have to leave the water eventually.
I have no idea where it is. It definitely moved away. Unless it needs something from Lusker, so it might still be here. May have just repositioned. I am going to take my potion of healing and pour it into Lusker's mouth.
will come back alive. Roll some hit points for him.
I have a button here, so I'm going to press it. Oh, choose a target. Oh man, 4 hit points.
Fancy stuff.
And is that an action or a bonus?
I think we have been doing. What have we been doing with healing potions up to this point? But
Bonus
pretty
action.
sure it's that
to
action.
Yeah.
Action. to-
As written, it is an action. I think we're going to stick with it as being an action from here on out.
Okay.
We're going to go with that. I think we're doing bonus, but
Yep.
Well, bonus to take it. Action to feed.
yeah.
Well, it's an object interaction to take it.
Yeah.
I feel like if you use 2 turns to do it, you should be able to do it for free. But it takes 2 turns.
All right. Volo is just off into the jungle. Like he is running. Vilgoth is going to take his crossbow. That still is not working. I reset it, but it still is not working. Shooting where he thinks it is with disadvantage. Is a 13. That will definitely miss. Vili is going to try the same thing. Longbow. I just realized she actually has a multi-attack, so she's going to do that twice. It's all going to miss, doesn't matter. The Lusker is going to stand up. He is just going to use his Reckless to get rid of the disadvantage, and he's going to swing around him for a 9. That is not going to hit. Aragim.
Sure. On Gramps on Aragim's turn is going to try and perceive that jerkwad. He has advantage for. Can I roll this? No. Owl has advantage on checks that rely on hearing and sight.
All right.
15 does not meet it.
15 does not meet it.
Aragim is just going to shoot a normal arrow this time at disadvantage. Or rather, no, I'd have to choose a square, but we're doing Theater of the Mind. I have no idea. We'll shoot an arrow. 15.
That is going to miss.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I
use
take
my
that back.
bonus action.
Actually, that does hit. Sorry, I was looking at the
Okay.
wrong thing. Yep, that will actually hit.
Okay. So that does 7 normal damage, along with 11. It's 5 damage. Do we see the arrow sticking out of it, or 2 or a couple arrows sticking out of it at this point?
You know what? That's actually maybe a good point. Yeah, I think you would start seeing maybe a couple of arrows. Yeah, I'll give you that until it pulls it out on its turn.
I mean,
And Galia, you are up, by the way.
she said just a sec. I don't know if you heard her.
Oh no, I missed it.
And it sucks going right behind this thing.
Okay. So does this mean that I no longer have disadvantage?
Correct.
Because we see the arrows?
Correct.
Neato burrito.
And you also have the bless, so don't forget that.
Oh yeah. I
I'm gonna
didn't
roll
mention
this
that.
with my plus
If
2.
if you want,
12. And I'm gonna roll
D4.
12, 14.
14 is going to miss.
if you guys want, you can go to the cog tab, and on the right hand side where it's the talks about advantage toggle and all that stuff,
This stuff.
click the show global save, global skill, global attack, and global damage, and it'll give you some toggleable effects on your main sheet. Like one will be 1d4 bless and stuff like that. So
Oh, Neato burrito.
All right. Red. That is Tom again.
Okay. So Red is first going to use. Let's see. He's out of spells entirely. Oh no, he has one spell left. He'll save that. Right now, we want to try and hurt this thing more. He is going to attack it with a spiritual weapon without disadvantage. 9 will miss, unfortunately. And then he will Sacred Flame it.
Okay. That's a DC 13 dex save. He will save.
All right.
As a legendary action, he's going to use an attack against Lusker.
Damn it.
With advantage.
Can I disadvantage that? Is that an okay thing?
It already has advantage.
It would become a straight roll.
It would just become a straight roll, so that would be a 9. So you can do
Finally.
that.
Once.
It worked. Now that you can see where the attack is coming from.
Yeah.
Alright, Aza is up.
Okay. Aza will move the moonbeam on top of the creature.
Okay. Absolutely. Anything else that Aza would like to do?
I think she'll save the rest of those healing words in case she needs to actually get Lusker out.
Okay.
Isn't it your bonus action to move it?
It's an action to move the moonbeam, and healing word's a bonus action.
Alright, well, it is the Ulu Thalong's turn. It is going to use its multi-attack against Lusker. That is going to have advantage. That is a 20. And then this will also have advantage. That is a 27.
Rip in peace.
He's meat ribbons at this point.
So 13, like that's going to knock him down, and then he is going to fail.
This guy. Holy crap.
I get the feeling none of these NPCs are supposed to survive. Just to be
Volo continues running into...
He would to remove him from initiative.
He has disadvantage, so that is a 12. So everyone...
Wait, what happened to my turn?
It is... Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is your turn. Sorry. Sorry. Aza, Galia, Red can all see him, even though he kind of... The thing has probably brushed off some of the arrows at this point.
Okay.
So, Jarvis.
And all right, I'm going to move this way to get between where I think it is and where the forest is, and kind of over Lusker, I am going to cast a spell. I'm gonna use the gust of wind and try to push him into toward the beach, toward the lake.
Okay.
At Lusker, or?
Yeah, where I think the Uluthuku is.
Oh, so you're targeting the...
Well, it's not a target. It's a line. It's 10
okay.
feet wide and 60 feet long.
Okay.
If you push him out of the moonbeam,
Well, he's already at his turn, so you're gonna get to. He's already moved out of the moonbeam.
no, he
I'm
hasn't.
assuming. Because he's already had his turn.
Oh,
He
we
goes
didn't
before I
actually
did.
roll any of that for his turn, did we?
Oh, yeah. We should roll that.
We should definitely do that.
It kind of sucks because we can't see him in the turn order.
Well, but I mean, he
He
was
goes
hitting
right
things.
before me.
So that is a 12, so he's going to take all of it. Alright.
Okay. And yeah, it's maybe moving him out of the sunbeam or the moonbeam, but if it drags on the encounter, I expect that it's actually not going to do anything, that he's just going to resist it. But if it drags on the encounter and maybe you can get him in it again, that's probably, I think, worth it. So that's what it does. It's my spell save DC, I think, is 11. Okay. So there we go.
And what is the save that he needs to make? Is it a strength?
Strength. Yep. Assuming that he's actually in the AoE. Yeah, he makes it. But Luskar gets pushed. Luskar can't save.
Yeah.
Luskar goes 15 feet toward the beach.
He goes into the water. No, he goes to the edge. He goes to the edge of the beach. Definitely. At the end of your turn, because you did that and stuff, the Hulu Thalong is going to make a slam attack directly against Jarvis.
Bring it on.
That's going
Chest
to
bump.
critical miss, though.
Chest bump. He can't quite, like, he held against the wind, but he couldn't get the thrust.
Bulgok is going to have disadvantage on this. And this. Alright, good old Veely. Let's see what she can do. What is her passive? Let's see if she knows where this thing is. Oh, she does. She knows exactly where it is. So she will not have disadvantage on this. She gets 2 shots at it. The 18 will hit. For 1 damage. But hey, every little bit.
As long as if there's an arrow sticking in it, that's good for the rest of us.
Yep. Luskar is going to make his last death saving throw.
Wait, last?
Well, because he got hit while he was down.
Oh,
No.
goodbye.
Luskar is dead.
Well,
Great
he
use of a healing potion, Luskar.
hopefully he has some good loot on him.
Ready for nice
Maybe we can
sword.
pick up the reckless feat from it. It's actually his gloves of reckless.
Gramps is going to employ the same tactic as before, and he is going to fly around this Oophalong. Is that how you pronounce it? And while he's doing that, Aragam is going to try and hide. What the hell? Why did I just click the stealth button and I don't understand. What? Okay, I think my character sheet broke. Let me reopen it.
Oh no.
Looks like the API is still working, so that shouldn't have died, but...
Well, I'm clicking the stealth skill and it's giving me syntax error for no reason.
Do we want to try using the oil this fight?
I mean, we do have those in water skins. I will roll it this way instead. D20.
Then again, the gust might put it out.
11, so that's not going to give me advantage. God, stupid character shit. He's going to use a magic arrow. 13. Oh, 14, but that misses it.
14 damage?
14 to hit.
Oh, 14 will miss.
Okay. There we go. End his turn.
Galia is up.
I'm going to attack with Sundrop again. So the duration is a minute. So how long would you say that?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
10. Oh. So just that.
Yep, and we are in round 4.
Oh, so that's 1d8.
Okay, yeah, we
That's a
definitely
hit.
see that's a hit.
So 12 damage, and it's magical. So
Excellent.
12.
Yeah, you hit him. At the end of
I
your
would
turn,
ask. I would ask how he's looking, but we can't see him.
at the end of his turn, he's going to use his slam attack against Jarvis again.
Wait, it's his turn?
Or at the end of Goliath's turn. I'm sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
That is a 22.
That hits me.
That is going to be 7 damage.
Okay.
Alright. Red Stout Fist. Who can see where he is, by the way.
Red. Gonna do what he's been doing because he can't do much else. He's going to spiritual weapon on his bonus, 17.
That will hit.
And he is also going to chant out a few words, and a bolt of fire will rain from the sky. Where'd it go? Wait, do the thing. God damn it. Is this broken as well? Oh, no, it's not.
So it's a dex save?
Yep.
That
Hey!
is finally going to hit.
Nice. Red's like, hell yeah!
You're going to hit with the Sacred Flame, and it is... yeah, it's going to hit. 6 damage. Perfect. Aza. Actually, sorry, at the end of that turn, he's going to use his legendary to do another attack against Jairus.
Can I protect him?
If you've not used your
Forward.
reaction yet.
Oh.
Well, that's going to hit no matter what.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, Jairus, you are getting the help action.
Okay. Oh, I am?
Yeah, from Gramps.
Awesome.
So that's another 7 damage to Jairus. Aza is up.
Sure. Okay.
Aza will put the moonbeam on the creature again.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely do so. Alright. So it is now the Thalong's turn.
It
let's
takes
give it
the
some
damage,
damage.
and it has to make the save again or get pushed.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Strength,
it.
and then a con save.
Con save at disadvantage.
The con save should be first, I think. Or it happens at the same time. They're both going to hit. It passes mine.
And failed the con save, so that's 14.
Nice.
Alright. It is going to... it is going to, again, use... Let's see. Husker is dead. It is going to disengage for its action, and it is going to run into the forest.
Fuck.
Wait, it's every foot of movement while it's within the line. It takes two feet to move, so maybe he doesn't get that far.
Yeah, he gets 40 feet. So he is moving into the forest. He is not quite into it, so you would still have a couple of things. Jairus, it is your turn.
Okay. So, can I get around him?
He is actually... Oh, he needs to do a stealth check to see what you can do. No one quite can see where he's moving. He's moving quickly.
So, I mean, do I know that he's moved? Well, I know that he didn't wallop me.
Yeah, you would know he did not
I'm
wallop
gonna
you.
chase after him. I'm gonna chase after him, and I am going to attack him with my glaive, with this help action, and with this bless. I haven't attacked since any of this stuff started buffing me. So this is going to be a normal roll, maybe? If I don't know. Does I have help?
If you have help, yeah, I think that will...
Great. I'm going to do a normal roll without rage for... Oh, that's a 9. But wait, no, that can't possibly beat the DC of 15, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an 11 to hit.
That's 11. That is all going to miss.
Yeah.
Volo is somewhere out in the forest now.
Good.
Quilgog... he's going to just kind of fire his crossbow in the general direction. He does not know quite where he's shooting. So he's just kind of shooting that, but it's actually going to just kind of like go, and it will actually hit. I'm gonna give it to him. He's no damage apparently.
Crossbows work? Oh, no.
Infinite damage.
Let's see, it's a 1d8.
Plus whatever dex he has.
That's 1 damage.
Well, he has 2 dex, right?
Oh yeah, that's it.
So it's 2.
All right.
And more importantly, he has a crossbow bolt sticking out of him, so we know where he is.
Yep. Veely is going to go and shoot 2 longbows right where that arrow hit.
So these are our normal rolls.
These are normal rolls again. The 23 will hit. For 4 damage. Yeah, and you can see that these arrows are moving like back in towards the forest from into the jungle. Aragum.
Aragim is going to jump up onto the top of the rock, and he's going to shout out, "You cannot pass the flames," or something weird like that. And he's going to make like a big whooshing motion, and this 15-foot wide, 15-foot tall, just wall of fire is just going to leap up in front of the path between this Oophalong and him as I cast Silent Image. Yeah, it's a 15-foot wide, 15-foot tall. Oh, it can be 15-foot cube. So it's just going to take up that, and it's just going to be this big gout of fire spouting from the ground.
Okay.
And it's like flickering around. It's real. It looks like real fire.
Okay.
That's all it is, though. It looks.
Yep. And I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Galia.
So, I'm looking at my spells sheet, and I thought I used 3 spells, but it says I have 1 slot remaining. So, can I don't know. Oh, I think it might have. Because I don't know if the Roll20 disc had a weirdness because.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't keeping track of directly of what spells you used.
Yeah. I'm just gonna can I free action drop my shield and then
Yes, absolutely.
I would like to I don't see the API for the for me to two-hand my battle axe, but I'm going to wield it two-handed.
Okay.
To just swing at this thing. And do I get any kind of... I think that's just a straight.
It increases the damage die.
Yeah. Advantage.
Or is it a versatile weapon or just a heavy
It's
weapon?
versatile.
It's versatile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Yes.
I would like to. You're inspired. And so that's 22 to hit.
Better?
Okay, yeah, you kind of run after this thing and you will hit with it.
And plus 2. Oh! 16 damage.
Nice.
You are going to cut through this thing. And as you do, it is going to discorporate, is the best word that I can give for it. Like where the arrows were in it, like they just suddenly fall. And like where you could see kind of the outline of like rain bouncing off of whatever the shape of this thing was, suddenly there is just an empty space. And the jungle is suddenly very silent. And you're out of combat.
I think that counts as defeating it because it had to retreat. Well done.
Hey, Lathander.
We're not getting XP for this anyway. This is our
Yeah,
requirement
this
to
is-
get the third.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have your XP.
Yeah,
we've
that's what I
already
mean.
given it.
Please. Oh my gosh. Dahlia's gonna kind of just
We
sit
lost
down.
2
there.
more NPCs.
Holy crap.
Man.
That was insane.
Yeah.
It's my fault. Dahlia will come back.
Aragam's gonna go and check on Luskar.
Luskar is dead.
Yeah. Aragam doesn't know that, though.
Dahlia's gonna pull
Actually,
over.
Luskar may have been pushed all the way out into the lake because it was multiple rounds that he was under the AOE of the gust.
Yeah, that's true. Like his body is probably just like rolling around in the water a little bit now.
Gross.
Yeah.
So Golly's gonna pull off her hood and then kind of start crying a little bit. She thinks that because everybody found out that it's like her fault all this stuff is happening, even though it's all the Ulu Talong or whatever. And so she'll just kind of weep a little bit.
Aragam's like getting his 10-foot pole out, and he's like sort of trying to steer Lusker back to shore.
Like Quilgok will step forward towards them and just. Did we kill it?
Dahlia, what do you think?
I do not. I think that there are some creatures that I sent my axe through it with the divine power of Lathander. I can only hope that that has appeased it.
My skills on my entire page are not working. This is really frustrating.
Okay. Do you want to like reload?
No, I just did that. It didn't fix it.
Gotcha.
It's an Arcana check. Okay, that's really bad. So Aragam doesn't have a clue.
God damn it.
Gilly is the only one left from her mercenary company. And she is just going to I know we were supposed to bring Volno back, but I don't want to go out into the jungle and search for him. Not right now.
Can I
I think now's the best
I
time to
grab-
search for him.
grab her shoulders and just feel like Golly looks so super mournful of what's happened. She'll just look at her and say, for everything that I said to you before, I'm sorry. It has been my fault for all this, and if you can't blame me for everything that has happened to your friends, because I have brought upon myself the wrath of Lathander.
She's just gonna like stare at you for a second, and what are you even talking about? None of this is your fault. Your god has not brought about a wrath. He has not brought about any this is some creature here in Chult that has nothing to do with your god. You have just incidentally been here.
I just know that Lathander is in everything, even the things that seem to be evil, and it is through his will that all things are allowed. And in this case, he has allowed me to be punished for the revealing of
Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt, Galia. So I'm sorry, but I have never met, and I've met a lot of people in a lot of different places in the world. I've never met someone so devout as you. And if this Lathander guy is gonna be some type of asshole who just, oh, you're, and I hate you. You love me so much, and you praise my name every breath, and suddenly, wait, why do you have horns?
It is some curse of my parents. They committed some sin, and so I inherited it. And in that way, I am also cursed to bear darkness.
I mean, Lathander believes that children should pay for the sins of their parents. Then that's kind of fucked up.
Well, it is what the other fathers at my church said. And
I mean, did Lathander tell that to you, or did these guys tell that to you? Because so far from what I've seen, Lathander hasn't said nothing.
He chooses to speak through them, and so in that way, he is through. It is through all of the Dawn Lords that Lathander's will is known, and in that way, they speak the truth, and they are his mouth.
Sounds like a bunch of prejudice, if you ask me.
Billy's who's right there. It sounds like a scam to me. It sounds like you have been used by evil men.
The Dawn Lords could not be evil. They serve Lathander, and a human who serves Lathander cannot be evil.
She's just going to shake her
It
head.
can be wrong.
Yeah. She's going to shake her head. Who told you this? Was it these men who told you this?
Well, yes.
Then how do you know what they told you is true? If they are telling you things, how do you believe them? How do you know if they lied or not? You are accepting what they say without questioning.
Well, that's because Lathander put them in this position of power for a reason. And so, obviously, they have some purpose to guide the people.
Billy will just shake her head. Again, this is what they have told you. Until you have heard it from Lathander himself, how can you know this is true? Who's rolling the perception? Oh. Volo is running north into the jungle.
Aza has a good survival. She could probably track him out there. Anybody want to come with?
I'll go with.
I will go with as well.
Billy, what should we do with their bodies?
We do not have time now in case this thing is still somehow out there. We can come back for them at a safer time.
Okay. Aragon will sort of pull Lesker's body and put him by the rocks.
This thing is attacked in the daytime and the nighttime. What's a safer time exactly?
I mean, that's a good point. He's just... I mean, I don't think she knows, but she is not feeling... I mean, everybody she knows is dead. I think she wants to spend any time here. She'll just say, they knew the risks. I do not feel that we need to do much. The jungle will take their bodies.
Well, isn't that the problem?
Well, if the jungle's gonna take their bodies, then... Aragon's just gonna look through their pockets.
Okay. I mean, Lusker would have his great sword on him. He is also. Let's see,
I want to see Aragam try to swing that great sword.
He's going to replace the 10-foot blow with the greatsword.
He's wearing, human-sized hide armor. So if anybody wants that for any reason,
I want that.
Who might want it?
I might.
And he's probably got a little bit of coin on him, maybe a couple of gold pieces, but that's about it.
No, that doesn't.
And then Bax.
That lowers my.
Bax had a repeating crossbow that Villy is now carrying. She also had a mace, and she is not carrying any point with her particularly right now. So.
Yeah, oh, sounds like they're... Yeah,
All right.
I'll leave him alone.
Can we retrieve
You don't want
Volo?
that crossbow?
Well,
Oh,
Villy
no,
has
Billy
it.
has it. Right, never mind.
We have to wait till she dies, then we can do that.
Yeah, so you guys would head into the forest and I think Volo would probably stop someplace up around this waterfall, kind of just he's not as freaked out. There's no piping or anything, so you would eventually be able to track him down up there. You would come up on him and be like, I found what looks like a safe spot, kind of thing.
Well, it's going to be safer if you come back with us.
Well, we need to find a way out of this valley. I don't want to stay here anymore.
We have to go.
We need a rest.
Mhm. Can I, really quick, just I'll go over to Jars and I'll kind of put a hand on his shoulder and just be like, is everything okay with you while doing some lay on hands for 10 points?
Well, Galia, I don't know how this is going. Seems like every time we face this thing, the numbers get smaller. And I don't even know if we're really doing anything to it, if we're really hurting it. I mean, is this a war of attrition? Are we actually, doing some damage and preventing it from feeding and helping itself, or not? I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to get out of here. I don't know how to beat this thing. This isn't where I'm meant to be. This isn't what I'm supposed to be. This isn't how I'm supposed to die. A pointless valley.
If we can get a short rest, I can cast Spider Climb and basically walk on any surface in any orientation, so I can walk back over the landslide with the rope.
I understand but it is something that we will do with honor, and if Lathander sees fit to take me or take anybody else, then it is just how things must be.
Let's get these people out of here. Let's find all the Chultans. Get them out of here.
I think Rana might know a way out of the valley if we can find her again. If she's still alive, even.
Do you want to send Gramps to scout ahead for us as we make our way back towards her?
Yeah, he's a lot faster than we are, so I can do that.
She would still be in the tower, like she has been, on guard for these last couple of hours that all of this has taken. But yeah, she is fine there. She has this other guy who is in shock. He's resting now. She's kind of been able to calm him down a little bit. Let's since we're getting late here, we can just we can wrap this up here a little bit. She wouldn't know a specific way out, but let's say that the rain kind of slows down here for the evening, and heading back to the entrance of this canyon, Asa is able to use her spider climb and take a rope up, and it's a little bit of a, like, you take a short rest and do so, and it's kind of a slog for the rest of the night, but you are able to haul yourselves out of this valley. There are no more attacks throughout the night, and it seems like, at least as far as you can tell, you have defeated this creature.
Are we taking Rana and Vili and other guy with us out of the valley? This doesn't seem like a really wise place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would all be willing to accompany you.
Okay.
Maybe the idea is to try to head towards Camp Righteous or something like that. And,
Exactly.
yep. Excellent. Guys, that may be a good place to call it for the evening. We can kind of consider this wrapped up as well as I think it's going to be. There were a lot of different ways that could have ended. You actually beat it sooner than I was expecting. That last battle
We beat
was,
it?
in a way, like you beat
Okay.
it in one of the ways it could be beaten. Is maybe the best way I could say that. You survived. So this whole thing, like, in case you didn't notice, is kind of based on, like, Predator, the movie Predator. So it was supposed to be hunting you and that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
so you kind of solved it. The other thing is, like, up here at the north there was a hot springs that it does not like heat. So if you had gotten up that way, like, you could have used that to fight against it and stuff as well. Anyhow, there was stuff, but you guys did great. So you did not get to see one of its forms, but that is okay.
What was its form?
It has
Scary?
well, it has a plant form where it literally can fight as a plant as well, but it was never, like, you guys were on the move and then you were in a place without plants, so it never had the right venue to use that. So anyhow. But you did very well. Not gonna lie, it was a I believe a CR7 creature. Yeah, it was. Challenge rating 7. So you guys did fantastically.
Jeez.
I mean, we lost 3 people.
Yeah. They were specifically there, though, to die.
Yeah.
So you actually saved one, so you beat the I mean, honestly, you beat the average of what it's supposed to be. Like, Rana is the one who is really supposed to live through it all, so you got an extra person out. So
And Volo.
and Volo. Volo is supposed to live as well. So so you actually did fantastic work on this particular challenge. You beat it a battle sooner, and you used the system as well.
Are we?
You are now level 3.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Man, I was so stressed. I could feel my heart racing during that last.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the elk thing could ever have worked, but I was going to try to knock him prone and then, like, grapple him down to the ground with my antlers.
It definitely could have. Like, yeah, like, he was not incorporeal, but it is kind of a spirit that is not fully formed as well. So, yeah.
Man, that was hecked. So we're at 900 XP then, eh?
Yeah.
So
The next level is 2,700.
yeah. But thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Next time we will get everybody back on the road. This is kind of the wrap up of our special Halloween scary hunt the players edition in the forest, in the jungle. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.